And we say good morning to you. We are broadcasting live. We are here again at Duck Crossing in downtown Elizabeth. And here behind me is the magic tree, is what I call it. All these ornaments are for sale. I love it. I'm gonna beat you to it. I'm gonna dive in and get some of these old timey Christmas ornaments that are, she said, anywhere from $1 to $5 a piece. That's it. There's a ton of them up through here, and I'm gonna pick some of them out and show you. Here's one right here, Frosty the Snowman. Check this out. Frosty is, yep, $2. Look at that right there. Little polycast Frosty with the present under his arm heading out. So we're going to be talking about that. Got lots to cover. She's going to be here. Misty's going to do a couple of show and tells. That's why we come to these different businesses, to let you know what's going on. And it's here, folks. We're inside of 3 weeks to Christmas Eve. 3 weeks yesterday, the 4th day of December, 2025. Got lots to talk about. College football signing day. Who was the winners? Who were the losers? Interesting who there were. Some of the winners. I'll tell you right now, Virginia Tech mopped it up. James Franklin went and got a lot of Penn State guys that he was recruiting for Penn State. And now they're Hokies, and he really did well. So if you're a Hokie fan, you got to be very excited about what he did in the recruiting. So we'll tell you all about that. We got some college basketball. Lady Vols went on the road last night, beat Stanford. Had 30 turnovers, but Talasha Cooper had a night. She had a double-double. And the Lady Vols go to 6-2, and they won on the road in California at Stanford, which is huge to go out there and win on that floor. That is not easy to do. So, and if you watch this show, you like the Lady Vols. Oh, yes, and I like Kim Caldwell. I think she does a great job. So, anyway, let's get it started. Here we go, the national anthem on the Tom Daly Sports Show, brought to you by Ford of Elizabethton, our title sponsor. And so here we go. Let's crank it. And who gets to do it today? We will bring in Loretta Bowers to sing the national anthem on the Tom Taylor Sports.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hail at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and the bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Antique mall with over 50,000 square feet of merchandise. We have about 52, 53, give or take, vendors with different items. We have a great selection of everything from antique, which is over 100 years, to vintage, which is 25 years, and then we do have a little bit of new things. We concentrate on the vintage and antique items. So you can find just about anything for yourself, for your home, and gifts. We have a lot of people that take gifts for their grandparents. They remembered they had them, and with their family.
Hours are open.
We're open Monday through Friday, 11 to 5:30. Saturdays 10 to 6. Open late for the car shows and anytime they have special events in town.
Need Place, one of our great sponsors of Cyclone football, Duck Crossing in downtown Elizabethton, proud sponsor of Elizabethton Cyclone football. Back on the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Thanks for being with us. We are live again here. Hey, don't forget that today it's the 12 days of Christmas at Double C Western Supply. All the boots across the store, guys, girls, and kids, are 20% off today. Part of the 12 days of Christmas at Double C Western Supply. So, again, you've got all the boots, 20% off today. So, if you're into boots and want to get you some boots, you want to stop by Double C, because everybody, again, as was said, not everybody, but all the boots are 20% off today in the 12 days of Christmas. Something different every day. So, interesting story today. We'll start with this one. There's a lot to talk about, but The interesting story is apparently what Lane Kiffin said and what really happened on this departure to LSU is not exactly how it really happened, which I find very interesting. Ole Miss Athletic Director Keith Carter disputing several claims made by former Rebels coach Lane Kiffin, including the timing of when Kiffin was informed he couldn't coach the team in the postseason. Hello, little JoJo. How you doing, lady? So Carter said Kiffin announced as LSU's coach Sunday. He said a lot of things publicly I'm not sure are totally accurate. Among those is the claim that he only learned early Sunday he would not be coaching Ole Miss in the college football playoffs. Carter, the athletic director, said he and his representatives told Kiffin a couple of weeks ago that coaching Ole Miss in the college football playoff was not possible if he took another job. That ain't what he's saying, but that's what he said. Keith Carter said. And I've got folks that heard that and know that. The only potential change was if Ole Miss qualified for the SEC title game. Carter, which they did not, of course. Carter had not decided whether Kiffin would have coached that game either. Carter said Kiffin told him around 6 o'clock on Saturday he would be accepting the LSU job. Carter and other Ole Miss officials worked well into the night on the football staff trying to get, and they did, defensive coordinator Pete Golding to be the Rebels' next coach. Also something, hello Lexus Fancher, how you doing, lady? Also, Kiffin wrote that players had asked him to stay as a coach. Well, Carter said of a meeting between Kiffin and Ole Miss leadership group, I don't think the way he portrayed that meeting was accurate. There was a lot of pushback to him leaving. Begging him for him to stay is certainly an overstatement. Our players are starting to show what really happened in that meeting. Several prominent Ole Miss players posted on Tuesday night on X saying Kiffin's claim about asking him to stay. Star linebacker Suntaray Perkins reposted Kiffin's message and wrote, "This was not the message you said in the meeting room." Everybody that was in there can vouch for that. So it's interesting. So he says the players begged him. The players said, see you, basically. We're going to go ahead and play this football game, move on our season without you. It's interesting. Also, Kiffin had said several times that he respected Carter's decision not to have him coach in the postseason. On Tuesday, he allowed offensive coordinator Charlie Weiss, who came with him to LSU, or went with him, and other Ole Miss assistants to LSU to rejoin the Rebels for the college football playoffs. So we'd been talking to Charlie about coming back and calling the plays, and Charlie was committed to that from the very first moment. It wasn't like Kiffin said you could. And finalizing this, he says, honestly, I think Charlie's put in a little bit of a tough spot with the way he was asked to go to Baton Rouge. But, man, I could not be more fired up having Charlie Weiss back here to coach. So we'll see how it goes for him. Again, the Ole Miss Rebels will more than likely get into the college football playoffs. I think that was very evident in the polls that came out yesterday, or rather on Tuesday. So, anyway, we're live here at Duck Crossing right behind us. See the tree? This is the tree full of ornaments. Again, you've got them from $1 to $5. These are old-timey glass ornaments. This one right here, let me pick this one right here. And this one goes for $3. Check it out. Is that not gorgeous? All these are from $1 to $5, and they keep them up year-round, this tree right here behind us at the base of the steps. Duck Crossing, 3 floors, over 50 vendors. You got a waiting list to get in there to be in this place because this store moves the merchandise. She's had a banner year. Thanks to you all out there. She'll be here in a little bit to talk about it. And so, college football early signing period. Tennessee did pretty good yesterday. But the one that really racked up was Virginia Tech. James Franklin bringing 11 former Penn State commits to his new school. The guys he'd been talking about going to Penn State is now going to be Virginia Tech Hokies. If you're a Hokie fan, you want to get on the bandwagon and be a Hokie fan because that's pretty impressive. So Lamar Brown, the number 1 overall player, has delayed his signing to wait on further LSU staff announcements. So the winners, most definitely in the recruiting from yesterday, was Penn State, not Virginia Tech, yes, no question. Texas, with a bunch of guys going in, multiple 5-star prospects going to Texas. The Southern Cal Trojans, go figure that one, 35 commitments. So that's interesting. 25 commitments to Michigan. Now let's back it up. 35, but actually they put out 35. They actually got 18 to sign, which is still impressive for Southern Cal. Michigan got 12 signings, 1 5-star. Houston had 1 5-star and 17 3-stars for Coach Willie Fritz. Auburn, with a new coach, Hugh Freeze gets fired midseason. Got 6 ESPN 300 prospects and 8 total 4-stars. Pretty impressive for Auburn, particularly in lieu of the fact that they were in the middle of a transition with the season. So, anyway, that's good news. We'll give it of course, it's good to another couple of days as far as early signing period. Tennessee looks to have done pretty good. Alabama has done well, of course. Has finished the number 1 overall class 10 of the last 15 cycles. You have 3 5-stars going, including the number 1 running back in Alabama, Jackson, Alabama running back Xavier Crowell, Crowell. Going to be a Crimson Tide. Notre Dame did a good job recruiting. Georgia did a good job, except they lost their 5-star quarterback, Jared Curtis, out of Nashville. So I'm going to stay and play for the Commodores with Diego graduating. So we'll continue to monitor that. We'll have more for you tomorrow. We'll be at Food City and Gray tomorrow. And we'll let the dust settle some more about how things have gone as far as the signing date. We're here live at Duck Crossing. Talacia Cooper, the Lady Vols last night, 19 points, 10 steals. Lady Vols went on the road 65-62. I watched the press conference last night. I love this lady. She was so mad. She said, I'm glad we got the win, but we stunk it up. She said, we had 30 turnovers. We're going back to Knoxville and we'll get it cleaned up. Whew. They don't play till December the 14th. They got a while to get it cleaned up. Got 10 days to get fixed. I can assume practices will be interesting for the Lady Vols. They got their pre-Christmas schedule. Winthrop, the Louisville Lady Cardinals coming to Knoxville, and then Southern Indiana, all 3 at home, to wrap up the pre-Christmas schedule for the Lady Vols. For the men's team, they'll play in Nashville against Illinois on Saturday at the Bridgestone Arena. Then they're back home against the top 25 ranked Louisville Cardinals on the 16th. Then the Gardner-Webb Bulldogs come to town on the 21st. That's Tennessee's pre-Christmas schedule for the men. Against Illinois in Nashville this Saturday. The 16th home to Louisville. The 21st home to Gardner-Webb before the Christmas break. Last night, one upset. Indiana went down. The 22nd ranked Hoosiers losing to Minnesota in the Big Ten. Losing by 9. 12th ranked Alabama beat Clemson by 6. 25th ranked Arkansas beat Louisville. That's an upset by 89-80. So number 6 goes down last night. And number 22 goes down last night. 10th ranked Iowa State blew out Alcorn State 132-68. Whew. 9th ranked BYU, a 31-point win last night. Auburn, 20th ranked Tigers beat North Carolina State by 10. And 17th ranked Vanderbilt beat SMU by 19. That is your top 25 men's play. No game scheduled for tonight. In Tennessee plays on Saturday in Nashville against the Illinois Fighting Illini. So that's what's going on there. We're live here at Duck Crossing. Mr. Baseball is going to join us coming up here in a little while. Lots going on in the bigs. Of course, winter meetings next week, and that's really everyone's going to kick in. Really going to get started. All kinds of who's going to go and pick Kyle Tucker, Kyle Schwarber. Those are the 2 biggies. And so there's a lot of baseball movement in the off-season for free agency. And so we'll find out about that when he gets in here in a little while. She's here. She's ready. She's pacing. That means she's ready to tell you about Duck Crossing. She's had a banner year. It's awesome. Can't thank you all enough. I'm glad I'm a small part of it, coming in here every month, promoting this young lady. We love to come in here. If you're like Dr. Enough, they've got a booth in here of nothing but Dr. Enough, and she's going to showcase some of that. In fact, a lot of it coming up. If you're a Dr. Enough connoisseur, then you would want to pay attention to this next segment coming up after the break, because she's going to tell you all about all the Dr. Enough. We got stickers and ball caps and T-shirts and bottle cap signs and pretty cool stuff right here inside Duck Crossing, downtown Elizabethton on the Tom Daly Sports.
After a long, hard day at work, all you want to do is relax at home, right? But how can you possibly relax when your home's not comfortable? If you want to feel more comfortable at home, give Advanced Heat Pump Systems a call today. With over 30 years of experience and the most innovative solutions, you can rest assured that Advanced Heat Pump Systems will make your home more comfortable. Give them a call today, 926-2665, or visit them online at advancedheatpump.com.
Talking to our buddy Molly Hurley from Chick-fil-A. It's football time in Tennessee, the late John Moore would say. On a Friday night or a Saturday afternoon or even on Sunday to watch NFL, you can get your trays from Chick-fil-A. Tell us what we can get
Yes,
there.
you can. You can get nugget and strip trays, fruit, salad, mac and cheese. We've got cookies, brownies. We've got wraps and veggie wraps. And then we also have our sub sandwich trays that have our cold grilled chicken, lettuce, tomato. Those are really good. And if you're getting it for a Sunday for the NFL games, you can also get the nuggets and strips chilled, so that way we'll cool them down for you, give you reheat instructions, and you can pop them in the oven and have them ready for your party.
How do we order? How do we get them?
You can call the store at 423-297-1266, or you can go online or use your Chick-fil-A app to place an order online.
Any day is a good day to get a tray from Chick-fil-A in Elizabethton, 423-297-1266. Our buddy Molly Hurley, marketing lady from Chick-fil-A here in Elizabethton, proud sponsor of the Tom Bailey Sports Show and Elizabethton Cyclone Sports. Back on the Tom Bailey Sports Show, there she is. Get up here a little closer. Good morning. How you doing?
I'm good. How are you doing?
I'm doing good. I'm glad we're here.
Yes.
Love coming here. I have some bubble Christmas lights that she set back for me. What was those things? The little candy? Like you need to
The frosted candy garland.
Yeah.
Garland.
Yeah. In fact, you ought to tell Sarah to bring it up here. Let people see what I bought. This
Oh,
is really
yeah.
cool. This is neat. And she's got more goodies for them to get off there. So I generally lose money when I come in here. That's okay, because love coming to Duck Crossing. 3 floors. Again, over 50 vendors with a waiting list. And one of the new places she put in, a new booth, is Dr. Enough. How many people like Dr. Enough? All right, you like Dr. Enough?
I do like Dr. Enough. I'm not a big soft drink at all in carbonation.
Yeah. But
But there's the fruity kind of flavors of Dr. Enough too, the herbal, like
you like that?
the reddish, yeah.
Yeah. There's regular, diet, herbal, and diet herbal. There's 4.
Yes, yes.
Hello, Grace Kennerly, Ronnie Woods. How you doing, buddy? Great official. I don't know if you're still doing it now or not. I wish you were. I don't know if you've retired or not, but you were a good one. All right, so Dr. Enough. Here we
Yes,
go.
so we are the official Carter County Elizabethton carriers of the retro-inspired Dr. Enough merchandise.
Love
So this is the only place you can get it. So this is going to be, it'll be a week tomorrow since we started carrying it. And the community has really been excited about it. So there's some of our hats.
How much are these?
Those are $30. They're the trucker hats. There's some other styles, but those have been the most popular. They have the Dr. Enough patch on them.
Okay, there's
They're
that.
$30, and then here you can actually buy the patch just by itself if you have something that you want to put it on. And those patches are $6 a piece.
$6,
Yeah,
all right.
and they look like that.
There you go.
We've got Dr. Enough stickers,
Okay,
and they're $5 a piece.
okay.
And they're the kind you can put on your water bottle and all that kind of stuff, and just stick them anywhere.
Our pastor's coming in a little while to talk about Tennessee football. He drinks Dr. Enough, I think, two, three of them a day. He'll go bananas when he finds out there's a booth in there.
There's
All kinds of Dr. Enough merchandise.
So these are like hat pins, but you can put them wherever, on your backpack, on your hat, on your jacket. So they've got these two different, we have these 2 different styles, and they're $6 each.
Mm-hmm.
And I think this is
Oh, look
really
at this.
cute.
I like this right here. This is really neat. Check out this pen. Let me get my finger out of the way. Well, Dr. Enough hat pin or a pen with a little squeeze thing on the back to put it on. $6 for that. A big stocking stuffer for a Dr. Enough fan.
This is what I think is cute, the magnet.
Oh,
So it's $8,
Ooh.
but it's thick, and it's like,
you know I collect
3D.
refrigerator magnets. You didn't know that, did you?
oh, I didn't know that about you.
Got like 800 refrigerator
Did
magnets.
you really?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my
Got
goodness.
them all over the place. In fact, I took a wall at the house. I went to where I went to get it now. It's been so long. But it's black. You painted magnetic paint. And you turn around and paint it over top of it. I would stick them on the wall.
Really? I've never heard of magnetic paint.
Oh, yeah. 800. So this, I'm gonna buy this one. It's like eight. This is a bit like 842 magnets
Oh, wow.
all over the house.
Even number. I like that.
There you go.
Okay, so, and we've got some more stuff, but so we even have these little bottles that we're selling in the store, $1 a piece.
Buck a piece. All right.
Fresh, not antique, fresh.
Rebecca Patterson said, I grew up drinking Dr. Nup. You need to come in and get some of this merchandise. Ooh, I love this right here. This is really, really cool. Little hat pin for $6. All right. I'm sorry. Let me get out of your
You're
way.
fine.
Keep trucking here.
So that we also have some vintage Dr. Enough bottles. So we've got a guy who has a lot of Dr. Enough real vintage. So not like the retro inspired, but the actual old bottles. And he's got thermometers and signs and a few different things. He's got about 4 or 5 different bottles from different time periods. So that's kind of cool if you collect that kind of merchandise.
Now we're getting into apparel.
Yes.
Let me be your van. I'll hold this for you.
Okay, so the t-shirts are all 27, except for the 3X, and the 3X are 30.
So this is $27.
Yes.
Got them in different sizes. This is
And
the red one. Okay.
We have 8 different styles.
Oh, really? The
Yeah.
T-shirts?
Yeah, there's all kinds of them.
Wow. Here's another gray Dr. Nup with, what's it say? Enough is enough, what it says on the backdrop of inbound Dr. Nup, all right?
This is what they call the retro sign.
Wow. Rebecca Patterson, wish I could, but I live in Texas now. Do you ship? You can ship, can't you?
Well, we do not know much about we don't do much shipping here, but they have a website, and you can go on to it's the Dr. Enough
.com?
merchandise. I'll have
There
to
you
look
go.
that up to see for sure. Well, I guess that it's probably this right here.
Well, thank you for watching in
www.
Texas. There it is.
Yeah,
There you go, Rebecca.
Here we go.
DrNuff.com is where you can go and order it and have it shipped right to your house. How about that? But thank you for watching in Texas.
Yeah, absolutely.
Hello, Rebecca.
And
All
that's something we're hoping in the new year to maybe start doing. We have a lot of people ask about shipping all kinds of items that we have.
It is Dr. Nuff, enough is enough, all right?
And then this one they call the vintage work shirt. I guess this is actually what the drivers of the trucks wore. So it's front and back and has a little patch on the side too.
Cool. Check it out.
That, I think, has been our most popular T-shirt that we've sold.
I can't see. Is that on the, do I have it on the screen? Can I see
Yeah,
it?
yeah.
Okay. Let me
That's
show
the back.
Here's the front.
That's the front.
All right.
And I had the sleeve.
Oh, a little patch.
a little thing on the sleeve.
It says enough is
Is-
enough on the sleeve. Which I didn't do that very good, but there you go. You kind of get the idea, all right?
Yeah. And then we also have here's one more. So we also have the pistachio is the color of this one. And in a lot of these, the black and green and the pistachio and black, there's Dr. Enough, and then there's this that's just big, like the big enough. So it just says enough.
Cool.
So we have 2 different styles in the black and in the pistachio.
Now, all these are in a booth here. We're first floor, second floor.
Right here, when you first come in the door, they're
Okay.
in the old nail bins. Whenever this was a hardware store, those were used as nail bins.
Oh, really?
So so we thought that was kind of a neat place to put those. And there's hoodies.
I grew up in Elizabeth and says, thank you for the website site. You're welcome, Rebecca. I'm glad you're watching in Texas. Thank you.
Yes.
All right,
So
this
that's
is,
the hoodie. So there's those hoodies, and there's like a bright fluorescent green hoodie. And the hoodies are $35.
okay, which is very affordable.
Yeah, and so here's just a couple more things.
I like this.
We've got 2 different signs. That's a bottle cap sign.
Is that not cool? It's metal with a little hole at the top to put it on the wall. Look at that. Dr. Nuff.
And it's 35.
Love it. Love it. Love it. So,
And then this is the vintage sold here Dr. Enough signs.
sold here, ice cold Dr. Nuff. Metal tin sign. Love it.
Yep.
Originating in Johnson City, by the way.
Yeah,
Goes all over the country now.
it's
So,
really neat.
so all this is right here in the booth
Yes.
inside Duck Crossing. All this you saw is for sale. You just come in and get what you need.
That's right. All kinds of stuff for gifts or for yourself.
And you're selling those for $1 a bottle?
Yeah, the Dr. Enough Rebecca bottle.
May I have that
You
one to
need to
drink?
have one
May I have one to
wa-
sip on? Because
I've
I'm
ta-
parched.
I have talked to so many people that have that in the morning instead of coffee.
Really?
Yes, I mean quite a few.
Really?
I mean, it's got the vitamins and everything. This one guy was like, "Yeah, I have to have that. Take my medicine and drink my Dr. Enough, and I'm ready for the day."
I can guarantee you, Pastor Fowler comes here in a little while. Guarantee you, he will have a doctor. If he hadn't already drank one, If you got diet ones up there, he'll be all over
We
that.
need to expand a diet. We just have the regular ones.
He'll
We
drink a
just
regular.
started
For a buck, I'll say, here, preach, take this, and he'll say, you know what? I think I will. So he'll do it. That's good. Anyway, that's right here at Duck Crossing. That's one of how many booths do you have?
We've got 50 different vendors.
Yep, 50
so-
different vendors, 3 floors. She has a waiting list. You've had a record year, had a banner year, haven't you?
We did. We have had a record-breaking year.
That's
we had
awesome.
a record-breaking. Thank you.
Yeah.
November was a record-breaking month, so we're
Love it.
excited. We're looking forward to December. Downtown is really growing. People are learning that there's so many little shops down here, and they're coming out
Yeah.
in droves. It's
They
great.
are. And we got, what do you got? How many days left? You got 20 days left to shop. Christmas Eve's in 20 days, so you have plenty of time to come down here and shop.
And we have the Sip and Shop. So downtown hosts Sip and Shop on this Friday
Yeah.
from 5 to 8. Well, 5 to 9. 8 to 9 is kind of carries over to the bar scene down there. But I don't guess they're called bars, but Jiggy Ray's and the Tap House and those things.
Gotcha.
But anyway, so we'll have apple cider here, and then Sunday.
Big day here.
That's right. That's our customer appreciation open house, and we do that every year. And we have lots of food, I say heavy hors d'oeuvres. Our vendors are here. Most of our vendors do 20% off that day. So for those 4 hours,
On Sunday.
you don't have to do it over, $20 or anything. It's just 20% off across the board on everything, as long as it's not firm, which
Yep.
is very few things. So yeah, we'd love to have y'all come out and
So what's been
just
a big?
hang out.
This has been a big seller, Dr. Nuff, obviously. But
Yeah, just this week.
elsewhere in the store, Christmas ornaments have been going.
Yes, we've sold a lot of Christmas. Vintage Christmas, of course, is going. Clothes, vintage clothes, T-shirts, sweaters, vintage sweaters have been selling, and they're kind of like the itchy ones too. You remember those ones that you had to wear, and maybe the kids don't
Oh, yeah.
realize that.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, we've sold a lot of vintage coats and sweaters already.
Up
in
on the third floor.
November. Yeah, and then we have a new booth on the mezzanine area, which we have a lot of like pop culture stuff. So we've got a half booth that's got a lot of 80s and 90s clothes, T-shirts and sweatshirts, the younger generation kind of things. That the boutique has a lot of really nice things that are vintage, and it's more like ball caps and fun kind of stuff for the younger
For the younger
the
crew.
younger crew.
For the younger crew. You got it.
Yes.
So there's something in there for everybody. Now, up on the
Yes.
mezzanine, I'm going to go up there because she said, guess what? He brought in some new CDs and new DVDs. You can get DVDs up there. These are Blu-rays for like $1, $2. I mean, you can't beat it. And so if you watch DVDs, which I do all the time, and in CDs, he's got just shelves full of CDs that are these are all the big, I mean, I got a, oh gosh, give me what I got up there not too long ago. Got a Willie Nelson Christmas CD. I got a Alan Jackson Christmas CD. Got a George Strait CD. But they're all like $3 and $4. And he's got 45s up there. He's got cassettes. A lot of folks still listen to cassettes because of the quality. So it's up on the mezzanine here at the Duck Crossing, where we are broadcasting live. And so now, before we go to the break, I'm going to go back and let them see the tree coming out of the break. I'll refix the screen. But tell them what's back on this table. I mean, back on this tree, this ornament tree.
There's all kinds of ornaments, stockings, and they're available for purchase. It's not just to look pretty. So
Yeah, here's one right here. I took
it
off
is.
the tree.
I guess it's how big is that? Like 12 feet or something?
That tree?
Yeah.
Oh, every bit of it. 12, 14-foot tree full. This one right here is a glass ornament. Just grabbed one off the tree behind me. Was
that
for
was
$3.
a lot of crap.
Look at that. That is all. That snowman. Let me hit. It's I think it's $2. The snowman to $3. So it's a little. Oh, what do they call this?
Frosty?
Yeah, but it's
Oh, resin.
resin. Thank you, poly resin. There you go. Look at that little guy hanging, Frosty the Snowman, hanging on the hook, ready to go for you to take out of here. There's some more we'll grab here. We grab one.
How about a pickle? Do you know about the pickle?
Tell me about the pickle. Yeah.
Here's a pickle. So a lot of people do this as a family tradition. It's like the pickle, whoever finds the pickle first gets to open their present first. There's a few other versions of that, but it's the Christmas pickle.
$3 for the Christmas pickle. Let's happen to grab this one too. These are 2 ice skates. So, and this one goes for $4. This is a, what's it say, whimsy ornament?
Whimsy. That is whimsy.
What does that mean?
Whimsy, like we did the Dr. Seuss tree. Whimsy, like
I got you.
fun, bright colors.
By the way, the Dr. Seuss tree ended up being the most highest bid tree out of all the 20 trees. And the 12 days of Seussical Christmas that we did to help Carter County Imagination Library. And so she, again, her tree was the one that had the highest bid. They raised over $1,000 for the kids for the Carter County Imagination Library to buy the books at $2 a book. So you can do the math. We've generated about 500 books now, so or money for 500 books, which is awesome. We're going to do it bigger and better next year, but that was good. So
Yes, good
thanks
first
to
year.
Yep, thanks to Duck Crossing. All right, so you come back in a little while. So
Yes.
everything we saw Dr. Nuff was in his booth right up here,
Yes, right when you come in the front door.
and you're the only place in town can get it, right?
Yes, we are the only official retro merchandise Dr. Enough in Carter County, Elizabethton.
There you go.
And we're excited about that. That's an honor.
Absolutely, it is, and we're
Yes.
glad to be a part of it. Quick break. We'll be right back. We have more to talk about sports. We'll do that right after this from Physical Therapy Services on the Tom Taylor Sports Show. We're talking to our great sponsor of Cyclone Sports and Tom Taylor Sports Show, Dr. Smith, and the folks at Physical Therapy Services. For those out there who have no clue, tell us what it's all about.
Physical Therapy Services is a local mom and pop run physical therapy and occupational therapy clinic. We have clinic locations. We have 3 locations, 2 in Elizabethton, 1 in Roan Mountain. Our main office, where I'm located at 1975 West Elk Avenue, we focus on adults and athletic injuries. We have a pediatric clinic at 1500 West Elk Avenue that does both physical therapy and occupational therapy for the little kiddos out there. And then we have a clinic in Roan Mountain as well to take care of our wonderful Carter Countyans in the Roan Mountain community, and all focused on orthopedics and sports-related injuries, along with just general concerns with patients and people that want to be able to get out and move better. The human body is made to move, and that's what we try to do, is keep people moving.
Keep people moving. Hours are open.
7 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday through Friday.
Social media, how do we find out more about you?
Physical Therapy Services on Facebook. Look us up. You can also find us online at ptstn.net. And or you can just call the office, 423-543-0073, and we will put you in touch with the right people to get you the correct care that you need, whether it's through us or through one of our other affiliates that we work with.
There you go. One of our great sponsors, love promoting them. Again, the great folks at Physical Therapy Services, proud sponsor of Cyclone Sports and the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Tell me, we don't talk a lot about it, Gabe. Tell me about the cold subs. Tell me about those in Port Travis, would you please?
So our cold subs, they come with they come in 2 different sizes, 12-inch, 6-inch, and they come with bologna, salami, ham, cheese, and then we can put whatever you want on it, and they come pre-made. We can get you out of here pretty quick.
6-inch or 12-inch?
Yes, sir.
6 inches, how much?
6 inches, $5.19, and a 12-inch is $6.49.
You couldn't make it for that. You couldn't go buy the bread. There's no way you could go buy the bread and make what they're going to do for you for that kind of price. The cold sub, 6-inch or 12-inch. They also sell salads. Tell me about the salads.
So we got a house salad that comes with cheese, tomato, croutons, and then 2 packs of dressing of your choice. And we can also throw our special signature onions on them. And then the chef salad comes with the same thing, but we can throw any type of meat you want on there. So a house salad is $6.29, and then the chef salad is $7.49.
Not going to bust your billfold, folks, and you get a salad too. They don't scrimp. That's kind of the motto. We don't scrimp. If you get a sandwich on those hot subs, we don't scrimp. So what's you're here all the time. What's the top 3 sandwiches you guys make day in and day out?
Ham and cheese, most popular. I'd say second to that, probably Mad Italian, and then third is probably a Reuben.
Yep. The Mad Italian is what? What do you get on it?
So you get ham, turkey, cheese, and then we can throw everything on there for you.
We got 10 cases of drinks over here. Everything, Pepsi products, Coke products, energy drinks, got all that. We got, we run through all the different Wise, Cape Cod, Toms, Lances, Doritos, Cheetos, got all the different kinds of chips.
Yes, sir.
All right here. Phone number to call is
I actually don't know that part.
543
It's 6128.
6128. Poor Trav Deli, they also sponsor our Player of the Game, folks. Every time a kid plays ball, again, from Elizabeth and Tia Duggar, we give them a Poor Trav Deli Player of the Game. We appreciate that very much. Gabe Sexton, folks, one of our great sponsors right here, working hard
Yes, sir.
at Poor Trav's Deli. Look who stopped by, our buddy Ivan Sanders in the house. Appreciate it. Oh, let me show you the garland. This is what I bought. Is this not cool? You may not think it's cool. I'm a sucker for Christmas decorations. Anyway, here it is. That is garland. And it's called Blow Mold Candy Garland. There you go. Bought that. That goes on my tree. And then she found, I've been looking for bubble lights. Put that over there. Been looking for bubble lights, and she found some old Christmas ornament bubble lights from right here at Duck Crossing. So those are going home to the Griswold Mansion. So there you go. Now let me show you a couple of these Ivans here. We'll talk a little football. We got lots to talk about. Get his take on Lane Kiffin, and now it's coming out, and I had the story before he got here that what he said, what actually happened on his departure to LSU, is not exactly on the up and up, according to the athletic director and the football players. So we'll talk about that. This one goes for $1. So, and there you go. It's all about hope, which is what the Lord brings us on Christmas, is hope for a lost and dying world, for the Christ child. There it is, hope. And then you have this one that you picked out, which is really cool, $2. This is it's a Christmas hymn. I don't know which one it says. Is it Silent Night?
Maybe, Tom. Don't have my eyes on. Can't
No.
see it.
No. Yeah, it's Silent Night.
Silent Night.
It's a Christmas music, sheet music, Silent Night, wrapped into a Christmas ornament, which is really cool. Well, those would be $20 or $30. It's $2. There you go. All on this tree right behind us. It's here year round. So if you're looking for a unique, inexpensive Christmas ornament, a one of a kind, they're right here on the tree behind us here at Duck Crossing. Ivan Sanders joins us. Talk Christmas parade coming up here in a few minutes. Also got our Mr. Baseball's in the house. He's going to join us. Hello to Brenda Cannon. Hello to Michael Shields. Hello to Michael Shields. Hope you're doing good. Turn you up a little bit. We can't hear you good in the basement of the house we're working on. Urban, North Carolina, working on the house. They got us on the house all day long. We appreciate that, or at least during the show. Thank you very much. And then you got Rebecca Patterson watching in Texas. She's all about this Dr. Enough merchandise that you can get here. Only place you can get it in Elizabethton's here. And so she used to live here. So we've seen the Kiffin show before, all about him. Oh, yeah, it's all about him. So first off, what's your take on, I'll just let you hold it. First off, what's your take on the whole Lane Kiffin story? What do you think? Give me your
It's
take.
just another chapter that can be written in the Lane Kiffin documentary.
Mhm.
I mean, it's all about Lane, nothing else. It doesn't matter about the players, the universities, or anything like that. It's just focusing on himself. And I'm afraid that LSU may get the same treatment that Tennessee got. If things don't go down there the way he wants them to go, he'll just pack up and leave in the middle of the night from LSU too.
Oh, absolutely.
Yep.
Yeah, there's a pattern.
Yes.
He said it's the best job in college football. I'm going to tell you right now, he wants the Alabama job so bad. When Saban retired, he was lobbying for that. He said he wasn't, but I've read behind the scenes he very much was wanting that job. So if that ever came open again, and he thought he had a chance, he'd leave LSU in a heartbeat.
Like a rat jumping ship. It's about the best description I can think of. Mr. Kiffin, he had the perfect job where he's at. Ole Miss, looking
Absolutely.
to play for a college national championship this year. They're playing well. His players was backing him. His university was backing him. I mean, he had the perfect scenario that any coach would want to have. It seems like they was wanting to match the dollar figure for him for whatever he was going to get to go to LSU. So again, that just proves the point that it was all about Lane and him wanting to draw the attention and the spotlight. And unfortunately, I think it's just another black mark in his book.
The story I had earlier in the show where he said the players begged him not to go. And Keith Carter said, and now some of the players come out and said, no, that's not really the way it was. So several prominent Ole Miss players posted Tuesday night on X disputing Kiffin's claim about them asking him to stay. This was not the message you said in the meeting room. Everybody that was in there can vouch for that. So he also said that they didn't let him know until Saturday that he wasn't going to be able to coach if he left to LSU or left to go to LSU. He wouldn't be able to coach Ole Miss in the CFP. And Carter says he was informed several weeks ago. Carter said Kiffin and his representatives were told several weeks earlier that coaching Ole Miss in the CFP was not possible if he took another job. But he said they didn't let him know until Saturday. So somebody ain't telling the truth. Unfortunately, you'd have to go with Keith Carter. And I say unfortunately because Kiffin's proven in the past not to always tell it like it really is, and he's apparently not doing it again. So I applaud the CFP people because they did not punish or penalize the Ole Miss Rebel program, which they could have because he left. Mm-hmm. And so, I hope, I'm a sentimentalist, I hope just to get back at him, hope they run the table. Hope Ole Miss just goes, I don't know if they can win the national championship, I don't know if they're that good, but I like to see them make a deep run while he's sitting here at LSU. And, and I'm like you. I think he's looking for the next job, but he took this job. He's walking into LSU with his eye looking somewhere else is what I think. Mm-hmm. And so I think he did the school a disservice, certainly did the kids and the fan base a disservice. He was a toast of the town. Mm-hmm. And they matched him dollar for dollar. Mm-hmm. So he said, well, LSU's a better program than Ole Miss. I mean, what a slap in the face to Ole Miss.
Yes.
So, anyway, he's gone, and, they've moved on.
I didn't really get a chance to look and see how it impacted the recruiting signing yesterday on the first day of National Signing Day, but I'm sure that a lot of the recruits was looking to play for him, and they may have either jumped ship to LSU or maybe went elsewhere too.
It's kind of early. I mean, you got two more days. I know the first day is where everybody jumps, but then sometimes they sit back and play cat and mouse, and so I'm going to let it go through today, and then tomorrow when I'm at Food City and Gray, we'll look at it a little bit more in depth as to who. I know on the outset, it's pretty interesting that James Franklin, who said, and his quote is very good. He said, when you get fired, it impacts more than just the head coach. The kids of the family, the wife of the family, the coaching staff of the family, and their families, when they all get let go, he said, it's a ripple effect. He said it hurts the university, hurts the fan base, hurts the alumni, hurts everybody when somebody gets fired. So all he did was go back to the Penn State recruits that he was recruiting when he was at Penn State. He got 11 of them to come to Virginia Tech. So if you're a Hokie fan, you got to be sky high because he's going out and turned all these Penn State guys into Virginia Tech guys, which is huge.
Yes, it's huge for Virginia Tech. I mean, you get some quality signees coming in there, and all of a sudden Virginia Tech goes from a middle of the pack ACC team to, upper tier overnight just simply because of the commits they was able to bring in.
They jumped from over 100 where they were ranked, and now they're at number 22 in the country and still going up. So
wow, it's amazing.
You look at Jared Curtis. Georgia normally gets the big dogs, and they had one of the top quarterbacks in the country, if not the top. Jared Curtis, who is from Nashville, played at Nashville Christian. He flipped right before signing day and said, I'm going to play for Vanderbilt because Diego's gone. I want to stay in Nashville. I'm going to play, and that was a huge jump. I think you're seeing, tell me if I'm wrong, I think you're seeing more and more parity in college football recruiting. The big boys, they get their fair share, but not like they used to.
That is correct, Tom. And, I mean, Vanderbilt really stepped up their game. They were even talking about that on a basketball game last night. I was watching Arkansas playing, and the announcers were commenting about the fact that Vanderbilt is no longer just that lower-tier team in the SEC. They're making their move up not only in football but basketball and a lot of other sports, baseball as well. So, Curtis, with the opportunity to stay close home to his family, playing Nashville, you can't beat a deal like that, knowing that Pavia's gone, and they're going to be needing the quarterback. So I think it was a wise and smart move on his part not to be buried in the quarterback room at Georgia.
Clark Lee is staying. That's big. I figured he'd be swooped up, for lack of better English, and picked, to move to another job. He said, I'm going to stay at Vanderbilt. So it is. So last Saturday they came to Knoxville and put one on the Vols. Mm-hmm. So a lot of the Vol fans said it was an embarrassing loss. It could have been, I guess, if that's the way you look at it, but you got to give Vanderbilt props. They're not a cream puff team. They're a good football team.
They're a very good football team, and, I understand them making arguments for the fact that they feel like they should be in the college playoff system spotlight as well, maybe playing for a national championship. But sometimes, I'm beginning to believe more and more that the college football playoff system is nothing more than we're going to pick our favorites and Everybody else will just have to be on the outside looking in, which is really not what that system should be all about. It should be about giving the teams that deserve that opportunity the chance to play. And you've got a team like Tulane, and they're not saying that Tulane doesn't deserve to be playing for a national championship, but just because they're a mid-major or whatever you call them, it's not fair to a Vanderbilt that has played stiffer competition than they have. So, it's a tough call.
Mr. Baseball joins us coming up next. Again, we got lots going on in the winter meetings next week, and got a lot of movement, a lot of who's going to get Kyle Tucker and Kyle Schwarber, and who's going to go here and who's going to go there. We've had a little bit of movement yesterday since we had on the show, and so it's going to be good, and we're looking forward to him talking to us coming up here in just a few minutes. So he'll also tell us about the Christmas parade coming up. Ivan, of course, working for the city, and so you look at the Tennessee football team. Second half, they had -6 yards rushing. SEC football team. You give up 582 yards of offense to the Vanderbilt team on Saturday. So people say there's not a problem. They say it's the coordinators in Knoxville, got to move him out. Some say Heupel's not getting it done. He's not winning the big games. He won 8 games, and we went down yesterday the record of the teams that they beat last year or this year. Not a winning record of any of them. And the 4 teams that were ranked, he lost to them. Alabama, Georgia, Oklahoma, and Vanderbilt. So, the argument is there that, some folks say he's not getting it done. Talked to a guy yesterday after the show at Chick-fil-A. He said, look, it was a dumpster fire back in the day. Well, you can only ride that so long, in my opinion. Okay, it was a dumpster fire, but now this guy's on board going into his 5th year, and, we're going to a big bowl if you're a Tennessee fan, but that's not what they want. They want to be playing for an SEC championship. So my question to you is, do you think there's something wrong, something going on in Knoxville? Do you think, and how do you fix it?
I think that Heupel is doing a good job. I think there might be some tweaking that he could maybe do. I know some of the players talk about the practices are maybe not hard enough or physical enough. That might be needed adjusted. But here's the thing is that, and I've been thinking about this for a while, you can always focus on the coach and always put all that pressure on his back. But the thing coming out from the game last week, and I was down there working, is the words I was hearing coming off of the fans' lips was, we quit, we quit, we quit. And my thing is that a coach, just like a minister or anybody else who leads, they can only do so much. They can prepare and they can study and they can have everything laid out and the game plan laid out. But if your players don't come out and your people don't come out and execute the game plan, you can't always blame that coach. If the players just give up and say, it's not worth playing, we're behind, and things of that nature. And the Vols did. I watched bits and pieces of the game. You could tell that there was some letdown in that game from the players, and you can't always blame the coaching staff for that. If they've had them prepared and they just don't execute, that's not on the coaches, that's on the players.
Yep, you're exactly right.
Sometimes you want to tell the universities, hey, don't fire your coaches, just get rid of all the players on the team now and go out there and get you 70 or 80 kids that really want to play with and be here and play with passion for the university.
Yeah, we don't need divas, we need players.
Exactly.
So, all right, before I let you go, let's run them down real quick. Big 12 championship, Texas Tech, BYU on Saturday. Who wins that game?
Red Raiders.
Red Raiders.
Yes.
Keep an eye on the Red Raiders, folks.
Yep.
The postseason. Middle game on the 3 on Saturday, the SEC championship, Alabama, Georgia in Atlanta. Who wins that one?
Georgia.
That's what I got, too. Bulldogs, go get that one. And then you have the night game, the Big Ten championship, Ohio State, Indiana, 1 versus 2. Who wins that one?
I'm going to go with Indiana in a shocker.
Yep. I don't think Ohio State's been pushed and tested.
Nope.
Michigan played them pretty tough. And they gave them a game. You look at their schedule, Texas, first game of the season. Okay, they're a better team now than they were. That was the maiden voyage of Arch Manning. So they're better, I think, than they were then. So if you play again, probably – I would think it'd be a more competitive football game than it was. I don't know if Ohio State would lose, but I just think that they're going to get pushed. And so do you need, some schools, some coaches are saying, okay, look, we've been running this thing since August. Now we get to the end of the season, there's an SEC champion or conference championship, then we start the playoffs. Some coaches are lobbying and saying, man, I wish we had this week off to let our guys rest up. They've been going since August. Do you still think we need a conference championship every year or not?
Well, I don't think so. I really do agree with the coaches that think that they deserve to have that week off to prepare, because what is the advantage of whoever wins between Alabama and Georgia? I mean, they're both going to be in the national championship playoffs. So it really doesn't benefit either one of them. And a team like Ole Miss, even minus Kiffin, is going to benefit because they're not having to play that extra game.
That's it.
To risk injury, something happening that could really impact their playoff opportunities.
They're off this week, so they get to sit back and watch, see them two beat each other up.
Yes, sir.
Just for a chance to get, because they're both, as you said, they're locked into the playoffs.
Yes.
Alabama and Georgia's in there in one way, shape, or form. So, yep, the teams that benefit, I think the teams that are pretty sure they're going to be playing in the college football playoff but aren't playing this week. You get a week to rest up.
I agree. You're, Texas A&M. They had a chance to make the playoffs, but they didn't. And to be honest with you, it's probably beneficial to them that they didn't, because they do get that extra week of rest and practice, and they'll be more rested and relaxed and ready to go than, say, Alabama and Georgia will beat each other to death Saturday.
You got it. Junior says Alcoa offensive lineman went to Texas Tech. So I like the Texas Tech Red Raiders. I have no reason to base it on except I've been watching them all year. I keep saying this every day on the show. They say they got a chip on the shoulder because all you hear in Texas is about Texas and Texas A&M. So, Texas Tech's a good football team, and they said, we're going to show you come the playoffs.
I believe that, too, and they are a dark horse. I'm with you. I agree that people better keep their eyes on the Red Raiders.
Before I let you go, Christmas parade next Saturday in Elizabeth, and tell us about it.
Yes, sir. The Christmas parade returns back to the downtown this year after being away last year with the repairs going on to the bridge. So we're excited to have it back downtown, and the merchants are excited that the parade's going to be coming down East Elk Avenue this year. It begins at 6 o'clock. We're going to have about 100 entries in the parade. So by gauging that, I know that last year, maybe a couple of years ago, we had a 2-hour parade. This year, we're expecting with 100 entries, we kept it at that to have maybe an hour parade. So it's not going to keep people here a long time, but it's going to have enough entries to be fun and exciting for the kids. And there'll be I'm sure a lot of candy and things like that handed out to the kids along the route. And we'll see our bands. And it's just a fun time of year. Christmas is always a great time of year when we celebrate the birth of our Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. And I think that the parade is just one of those special things for the people of Elizabeth and Carter County.
Amen. Good job.
Yes,
Baker says, thanks, Ivan, for the great coverage of T. Duggar football this year. So, and this offensive line from Alcoa is 6'10" and 310 pounds.
He's a beast. I saw that yesterday.
Going to Texas Tech. Can you imagine going out there for the state championship game if you're Pearl Cone and you look across the field and go, all right, Tom, you got to stop Ivan Sanders, who's 6'10", 310 pounds. He's going to Texas Tech. Good luck with that, buddy.
Good luck. Yes, sir.
Good night. All of a sudden, my hamstring's hurting, Coach. I got an earache. My nose is running. So, Coach, can I just sit over here and watch somebody else do it? 6'10". I mean, what do you do with the guy 6'10", 310 pounds? He can take the whole defensive line on and probably beat him.
Just ask the coach if you can swap sides this week.
Yeah, that's it. Can I switch this week, Coach? Can I be the holder on the point afters? Who? Anyway, and she was thanking you, and so you did do a great job. And so you covered them all, didn't you?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, we did okay, too. We covered 5 games. We streamed 5 games. Most middle schools don't get live streamed, so we're okay, too. All right, thanks for coming by, man.
Yes, sir.
Appreciate
Thank you, Tom.
Yep. Quick break. We'll be right back. Mr. Baseball's here next on the Tom Daly Sports Insurance. How can you help us with auto insurance?
Well, one of the things Horace Mann was started for, Tom, back in 1945 was to provide auto insurance for educators. They came up with the idea that if we could put a group of school teachers together in one company, their cars would sit in a parking lot for 10, 12 hours a day. Friday and Saturday nights, they're home grading papers. They're all college educated. They have a tendency to be better drivers because they set an example for their students. And knowing all those things, we'd probably have less claims. And so we're able to offer better insurance rates because of that.
And so, if you're a teacher, an educator, you want to come here and get a quote because of that, your quotes and your rates are typically better than other folks, right?
That's right. And we also do a couple other things for educators. If they were to get into an accident while they're on school business, we don't have a deductible on that, Tom. They won't have to pay a deductible. If somebody vandalizes their car while it's on school property, they don't pay a deductible for that. If they get into an accident on school property, we waive the deductible. If they get into an accident with another Horace Mann agent or a Horace Mann client, they're going to not have to pay a deductible also.
It's good stuff. So if you need more information, go to social media or give him a call. How can we get a hold of you and find out more?
Yeah, you can just call me here at the office at 543-0059 or go to horaceman.com on the internet, and you'll be able to find our office here.
There you go. One of our great sponsors here on the Tom Douglas Sports Show and Cyclone Sports, the good folks right here at Rick Walters Horseman Insurance.
To mom this hard, you delegate. Kate, that bathroom's not clean yet. Jimmy, I need help with the dishes, big guy. I delegate like a mother, and I let Food City do the grocery shopping for me. With Go-Kart Curbside Pickup, I tell them what I need and how I like it. I order everything online and pick it all up curbside. With Go-Kart, I'm taking motherhood to a whole nother level.
Mother like no other, only at Food City.
Back on the Tom Douglas Sports Show, we are ready to roll here. Hello, Lori Burleson. Hello, Carl Wilson. Where are you guys working at today? Is it snowing where you are? By the way, we've got rain coming. Supposed to change. A wintry mix coming in tonight in the mountains here in northeast Tennessee and southwest Virginia. So just keep an eye to the sky because it looks like we're going to get some rain here in the Tri-Cities, but going to be wintry, icy, and snowy in the mountains, which it's December. Here we are. We're not into winter yet till the 21st officially. But, by the way, guy just came up. We have not seen each other in probably 20 years. He said, I don't know whatever happened to you. He walked up and said, you're Ray Rossi. You remember it? I said, yeah, retired teacher at Sevier Middle School in Kingsport back when I did Dobbins Minute. I used to go around and do shows at schools like I do now. And he was one of them. I worked at Sevier. And I'd always go, Ray Rossi. He started laughing when I did that just now. I said, haven't heard that in 25 years. I said, there you go. So I want to show you this real quick, and Greg's going to talk baseball. This is the mold candy garland. This is really cool right here. I like this. We'll put this on my tree and take it out of the plastic. You can see it a little bit better, but this is really cool. Looks like real candy, doesn't it?
It does, yeah. I was sitting there looking at it thinking we're going to break it open and eat it, but then I realized I don't think it's real.
No, it isn't, but...
Are you getting these lights too?
Yes, the bubble lights.
The bubble lights. I haven't seen those in years.
Years. She found these for me.
Yeah.
And I think there's some more.
Look at that.
I think there's some more still here with the old-fashioned bubble light. What do they call them? Yeah, the bubble lights.
Mm-hmm.
So, colorful bubble lights. There's only 7 of them to a strand, but put them on the front part of the tree where people can see them, and there you go.
Yeah.
Show these ornaments real quick. These are all at the back of this tree. By the way, when I do this, reach back there. I meant to tell you this during the break. Reach back there on this big tree behind me and find a couple of those that tickle your fancy. And we're gonna. This one's $2. This is Silent Night. This is sheet music from the actual Christmas Carol that they made in an ornament for $2. Isn't that cool? I think that's really neat. And let's see, Pastor Fowler will be here in a little minute. I'll let him pick out a couple that tickles his fancy too. This tree's up year round, by the way. This is for $2. This is hope, which is what the Lord gives us. Put it in front of my jacket so you can see it better. Hope. So there you go. And there's one more here that I picked. Just grabbed it, arbitrarily grabbed it. And this is that ornament for $3. It's a big old glass ornament. Isn't that cute? I like it for $3. So, and I think I got them all.
Yeah, look at these.
Hello, Teresa Tig. Hello, little JoJo. Oh, yeah. Check that out. You swap it. Okay. So I'll be your Vanna. So this is cool. It's like an old cake tin.
Yeah.
That is really cool.
I know. I thought that was really neat.
Yeah. And it is. It's a winter scene.
Yeah.
It's $2.
Yeah.
There you go. That's
really
pretty cool. If
Look
you're
at that.
If you're a football fan, how about this? A football ornament.
Yeah.
You know, it was on the tree.
Yeah.
$2. Glass football ornament. If you're a football fan.
It's really cool.
Yep. He's a baseball guy. And so we got lots to talk about. So the winter meeting's coming up next week. All right, so let's hit, Sonny Gray went to the Red Sox. That's one that left. Dylan Cease went to the Blue Jays. Since last time we talked, we were off last week for Thanksgiving. So is that a big deal for the Blue Jays to get Dylan Cease?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that is. I mean, let's face it, that pitching staff they already had got them to the World Series, almost won the World Series. I think they're really high on Trey Savage. Of course, they should be. Came up at the end of the year last year. Amazing story because he started the year playing single A, went all the way through the minor leagues, and then was pitching. Was really a guy they depended on in the World Series. So, I think they're really high on him, and now they pick up Dylan Cruz as well. So, that's huge. That's really big for them.
Here's what I was looking
Or
for.
Dylan Cease, excuse me.
Cease,
Dylan Cease, yeah.
Oh, by the way, here's a pickle. If you like the pickle ornaments, here's a glass pickle ornament you can buy for $3 off this tree. This tree's right at the base of the steps. It's up year round, by the way.
A pickle ornament is supposed to be, it means something on a Christmas tree. I don't know what it means, but I think it's supposed to have some kind of meaning.
Good luck, I think.
Oh, okay. I didn't know. I knew it meant something.
I'm not really going to probably put a pickle on my tree, but, each to their own. So, of course, I've got a Larry Bird. In fact, I got it here. A Hallmark Larry Bird basketball ornament for $3. 33 shooting the shot. Got that here again. And this is
I have a Ken Griffey Jr.
You do? Yes, you do.
It's hanging on my tree.
The Ken Griffey bobblehead doll I got you a couple of years ago?
Yeah.
Right over in that case where you got it for
Okay.
Christmas present. Like I got you something else this year too. This is a Whimsy ice skating ornament, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Very unique. $3. This tree is full of one-of-a-kind unique ornaments here at Doug Crossing right behind us. All right, so the Dodgers bring back Miguel Rojas on a 1-year, $5.5 million deal. Tell me about that.
So, good signing, I think. If I'm not mistaken, he said this is going to be his last year. I think he's going to retire after this year.
He's
37, I believe, and so this is going to be it. He's been great for the Dodgers, so I think that's big for them. He'll play a factor in their infield plans for sure, no matter what else they do.
Speaking of the Dodgers, are you surprised Ohtani's going to play for Japan when they play in March?
Not a bit surprised.
No. So
yeah, knew that was going to happen.
Are you okay with that?
I'm okay with that, and I hope we see him and Trout again. Round 2. Remember what happened to finish off the World Baseball Classic? Ohtani struck out Mike Trout. Former teammates, and I'm sure there's a little jawing after that, maybe.
Yeah, I'm sure there was. Yeah.
But I hope they have another. I hope Trout has another shot at him playing for the USA.
If you're the Brewer, we're getting to that in a minute. I want to get your take on that whole thing because it's come back around. The Brewers are getting some significant interest in Freddie Peralta. What do you think about that?
Yeah, that's not surprising at all. The guy had a sub-3 ERA last year. Of course, teams are going to want to go after him. They put a lot into Brandon Woodruff this year. I hope he's able to come back and be everything they think he's going to be because they have really put a lot into him. He got the qualifying offer and accepted it. That was huge. That's big money for him. That was a big pay increase even. And so I'm not surprised that teams are inquiring about Freddie Peralta. He's a good, solid pitcher. He's been their ace. Will still be their ace, even with Woodruff back, I think. But I'm not surprised at all that teams are inquiring about him because what do we say all the time? Everybody needs more pitching.
Everybody needs more pitching.
Yeah,
you can't have enough pitching.
No matter how much you have.
Yeah, you can't have enough. You're
Yeah,
exactly right. We are here live at Duck Crossing Antique Store, downtown Elizabeth, on 3 floors. Again, a waiting list, 50 vendors. We got folks trying to get in there, so if somebody ever leaves, and they don't very often, then they want to jump in there. She has a waiting list of vendors to get in here. And so they've had a record year. There's 3 floors. Again, we're 20 days away from Christmas Eve, so you basically have 20 days to shop for Christmas, and you would be very foolish not to come in here and walk through the store on all 3 floors because there's something in here for everybody.
there's awesome stuff in here.
Oh.
I covered this floor before I came on the air, and there's a ton of great stuff in here.
Yeah, there really is. And so I go shopping as soon as it's over. And so I've already got my own some things. She said, I've got just what you need. I said, oh, boy. Oh, yeah.
I may walk upstairs before I leave, too.
Yeah, go up on the mezzanine. There's some sports stuff up there.
Yeah.
And music up there and DVDs. And
there's some great Christmas albums. If you like vinyl, right there. I mean, literally right there. There's a lot. There was a Johnny Mathis Christmas album.
Really?
Yeah.
When you get ready to leave, why don't you bring them, hand them to me, and I'll plug them.
Some great ones.
All right, the Reds re-up with Emilio Pagan. 2-year, $20 million deal. Is that good for the Reds?
Yeah, so I think the Reds were looking to do that all along. Good clubhouse guy. They've liked him. This will be his he's already spent 2 years there in Cincinnati, became their closer this past year. That was a little surprise when Terry Francona installed him as the closer, but he did really well there, and they wanted him back. And 2 years, $20 million. That's pretty good. I think that's good for the Reds, and that's good for Emilio Pagan both.
So the winner, the Rays signed Cedric Mullins. Is that a good deal for the Rays?
Yeah, 1 year, $7 million for Cedric Mullins. He had a down year. Let's face it. He did not have a great season. I think he batted like .218 or something like that. And he did not have a good year for him. But the Rays needed a center fielder, and they went out and got one. He was traded at the deadline, if you remember, to the Mets from the Orioles. He's always been an Oriole. I think he's been at the Orioles for like 7 years, and was traded at the deadline to the Mets. It probably didn't do what the Mets were hoping he would be able to do for them, but maybe change of scenery, going down to Florida is going to be good for him. And I like the guy personally. I think he's a great player. I'd love to have him on my team, but he did have a bad year last year.
Devin Williams leaves the Yankees and goes crosstown with the Mets.
Yeah.
Is that a big deal?
Yeah, that is. The Reds were looking at him as well, and I think that's what caused the Reds to re-sign Emilio Pagan when they realized they weren't going to be able to get Devin Williams. I think a lot of people were wanting him. The interesting thing about him going to the Mets is the Mets say they're still in on Edwin Diaz. They still want him, and let's face it, Devin Williams has been a closer since he left Milwaukee, and he was a closer 1 year in Milwaukee. But for a while in Milwaukee, he was Josh Hader's setup man. He was the eighth inning guy while Hader was the closer, and I think he would be, if you think about that, if the Mets can re-sign Edwin Diaz, and they can have Devin Williams as their eighth inning guy, Diaz as their ninth inning guy, you better be beating them before then, because you're not going to win the game probably after that.
I would think you're exactly right. That's a pretty good, formidable 1-2 punch for the Mets bullpen.
Yeah.
Then you look at the winter meetings next week, and we've talked about this for several weeks. Kyle Tucker's still out there. Kyle Schwarber is still out there. Who else is still out there? It's big.
Cody Bellinger. A lot of rumors about Cody Bellinger right now. He's hot. I think a lot of teams are in on him. To be honest, I think there's teams that are looking at him that aren't even looking at Kyle Tucker.
Really?
Yeah, I think there's a year difference in their ages, and and I think a lot of teams are thinking they're very similar players, even though Tucker may be right now the bigger name. But think about it, Bellinger's the one that's got the MVP under his belt, and that speaks a lot. And once again, after he won the MVP, he had a down year, but last year he was good for the Yankees. I think he did a lot for them. And I think there's a lot of teams that's really taken a good hard look at Cody Bellinger. And I wouldn't be surprised if he doesn't sign before Kyle Tucker.
So that's the big three. Kyle Tucker, Kyle Schwarber, and Cody Bellinger.
Right.
Anybody else out there you think would draw some interest?
Yeah, I mean, there's other. So, you know what? I heard yesterday there's over 100 relief pitchers that are free agents right now.
Wow.
Can you imagine? Over 100. And I think that everybody's looking for relief pitchers too. I think Pete Fairbanks is probably going to be signed pretty soon. I think he's a big name right now that everybody's looking at, and he may be he's in the top 5 of the relief pitchers that are available, and I would say he may be the first one to go.
Hall of Fame, the Contemporary Era Committee will consider an 8-man ballot that includes Barry Bonds, interesting, Roger Clemens, Don Mattingly, and Dale Murphy. To get in this, each voter can select up to 3 candidates. 75% or more of the ballots are needed for election. Anyone chosen will be inducted in the Hall of Fame on July 26th, with the players voted in by the Baseball Writers Association of America, whose balloting will be announced next month on January the 20th. So the obvious, does Bonds and Clemens get in? At one point, it was an automatic no way, Jose. No. And so as time's marched on, we're letting up. We're getting a little bit easier. Our memory is fading. So So you think there's a shot?
They got to get 12 votes. I don't know. I don't know if they can get 12 out of 16. I don't know. It's possible. Everybody gets 3 votes, so you can vote for 3 players. So that goes against you when they can only vote for 3. You know, that's going to be hard to get 75% for anybody. The guys I'm really rooting for are Mattingly and Murphy.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
No question.
I'm really hoping both of those guys can get in.
Deserving,
absolutely.
Win all the time. Del Murphy and Don Mattingly. So it's up to this committee.
Yeah. The only thing that I really hate about this particular thing is that Luke Whitaker's not on that ballot. Luke Whitaker's slam dunk Hall of Famer for me.
Yep.
You know,
Bristol Tiger at one point.
Yeah, and the fact that he's not on being considered on it, yeah, that bugs me because he got almost no consideration by the writers when he was on the ballot, and so it just bugs me that they haven't put him on this ballot as well.
Whitaker was here in Bristol.
Whitaker and Trammell played the same year. Lance Parrish, I think, came along a year after that, and I think Mark Fidrich might have been.
Was here.
He was the year before Whitaker and Trammell. So yeah, I was a little kid when those guys were playing.
You think of that? Lance Parrish, Lou Whitaker, Alan Trammell, and
Mark Fidrich.
The Birdman, Fidrich, all at one point at Bristol Tigers and Appalachian League.
Yeah.
Incredible. So.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's when you say go out and watch these teams back in the day, the Appalachian League Stars of tomorrow, they really were.
Oh, they were. Yeah, absolutely.
No question. In fact, Dale Murphy was in Kingsport at one point.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. When they were Kingsport Braves.
Yep. When he was the Braves, he was in Kingsport, Tennessee, playing the Appalachian League. So
he played in the first major league game I went to.
Oh, really?
It was in 1978 in Cincinnati, and he played first base for the Atlanta Braves.
Wow.
Yeah.
So we hope Murph gets in.
Yeah.
Well, we'll find out next month. Is that right? Yep.
Yeah.
January the 20th is when they'll announce who gets in. So I'm hoping, fingers crossed, that Dale Murphy and Don Mattingly get in. So
yeah.
Anything else you want to leave us with, sir? I appreciate you coming on his off day. You may see him at Mardell's, the Christian bookstore in Johnson City, working. So you see a white-haired guy going up and down the aisles. You've been selling a lot of Bibles over there, haven't
There's
you?
been a ton of Bibles going out of that place. So, yeah. So this guy I graduated high school with has been in twice in the last few days. He came in Saturday and bought 13 Bibles.
Wow.
Had 10 of them inscribed with names. And then came back, I believe it was Tuesday. I came back from my lunch break, and he's sitting in one of the chairs in the Bible section. He said, "I'm back." And he bought 10 more Bibles, had them inscribed with names. He said, "I'm giving them all away for Christmas." And I said, what better Christmas present than that, you know? And it's amazing how many men have been in there trying to find a Bible for their wife for Christmas.
That's awesome.
And then I had a lady yesterday that came in, and we started talking, and she said, "I'm buying a Bible for my husband." And as we talked, I said, "I think I know your husband." And I did.
Yeah.
And I said, "Yeah, is your husband John?" She said, "Yeah." I said, "Yeah, I know your husband." So I was able to help her as well find a Bible. And it's good when you know the guy, you know.
Yeah. Still the number one selling book of all time.
Mm-hmm.
God's Word, the Holy Bible. So
yeah, and as many as we sell at Mardell, it's going to stay that
yeah,
way because
through.
They go out of there like hotcakes.
There you go.
So, which is fantastic.
Thanks for coming.
Yes, sir.
See you next week.
Yes, sir.
Next Wednesday, we should be. Yeah, we're at Chick-fil-A in Johnson City again next Wednesday.
Yeah.
Quick break. He's here. Mr. Dr. Nubbs in the house. Our pastor, Mark Fowler, talking a little Tennessee football and a little SEC football. We'll do that right after this on the Tom Taylor Sports.
Our success is your success.
Stanfield Thomas and Associates, Miss Autumn. So tell folks what STA is all about.
So at STA, we do business tax, individual tax, bookkeeping, and payroll. We specialize in QuickBooks. We do offer QuickBooks training, and we have a QuickBooks Pro Advisor, which is Crystal. She's the owner. She can help with the software, training, inventory cleanup, file setup, and payroll reports. We also do month end, which includes reconciling. So yeah, we do a lot.
Do what you do best. Let us do the rest. That's a great, great slogan. Phone number, how do we get a hold of you?
423-968-9112 or at statax.com.
Where do we find you on social media?
You can find us at Stanfield Thomas and Associates on Facebook.
There you go. One of our great sponsors, Stanfield Thomas and Associates of the Tom Douglas Sports Show and Elizabethton Cyclone Football.
The other night, so
we are here live. We are going to. Now I want to get this real quick because I brought this church schedule. Pastor's here with us.
That's a good idea. I think I got it on my phone. I tried to.
No, I got you covered here.
Oh, looky there.
Okay, right out of the bulletin.
Right out of the bulletin. You know, people don't read those things. You've seen those shirts and hats. It was in the bulletin.
It was in the bulletin.
It was in the bulletin. It ain't my fault you didn't read it.
That's it. We didn't get it.
Oh, sorry.
So I want to show these real quick. These are a couple of Christmas albums. This place is, again, a banner year. And so we're glad we can be a small part of it. Christmas with Johnny Mathis and a Raycon of Singers for $9.95, an album that's in really good shape. So there's that. Christmas Sound of Music. On this particular, Bobby Gentry, Glenn Campbell, the Letterman, Bobby Gentry, Ella Fitzgerald. That's pretty cool.
That is pretty cool.
And this goes for $12.95.
When you was growing up, did they have them wind-up recorders like I said in the movies, Tom?
Well,
I'm sorry, I couldn't resist.
Pastor has a phone call he had to take. He can't be with us the rest of the show, so he's out.
Yeah, I forget he controls that mute button over there.
Yeah, you're done. Yeah,
that's pretty neat stuff in here.
Yeah, there is. So
you just tell me about the Dr. Nuff display up there.
So. Yep. And so I told him to go get one. It's on me. It's $1. So,
but I had to confess, I just finished one before I walked in the door.
Well, you can have two. You've been
good.
Yeah,
but my heart can't handle it. It's sensitive.
Oh
my! What are
the way what he taught last night? He man, I'm telling you, he was on it. He can take. He's going to go. I don't know about that. This is his famous line when I brag on him. Go. I don't know about that. But he can take, the prophets, in this case Zechariah, he's going book by book every Wednesday night in Bible study. And so he brings things out. I'm sitting back, I'm writing as fast as I can write, highlighting. I'm thinking, wow. Because, I'm not one of those who goes and migrates right to Haggai or Zephaniah or Zechariah. But you did it again last night. It was awesome. So give us a 30-second or however long you want to take.
Well, Zechariah we talked about it, is after the exile, after Jerusalem been destroyed, and it was part of the ones that came back to rebuild the temple. Haggai is the one that emphasizes, it's been 14 years and you've built your own houses and my house lays waste, and a little chastising, so to speak. Zechariah, the contemporary, really the first 8 chapters in particular, it's a longer one of the minor prophets. It really just kind of encourages them, like, you can do this. Like, you can do it. I mean, my presence is with you. That's the passage where it says, not by might, but by power, but by my spirit, saith the Lord. And so it emphasizes again the Lord's ability, and he makes the promise he'll return with them and dwell with them. And I likened it a little bit, and I think it's a right application that sometimes we feel like we're not really getting anywhere or getting what God wants us to do. And we think about, well, we've wasted years and wasted opportunities, but it was really almost a challenge of, well, no, here we are today. Let's go forward, living for God's purpose and allowing God to help us to do what he wants us to do.
One of the last things you said last night at the Bible study was, don't, because you went like this, don't spend all your time looking back here, living in the world of regret. When the opportunities present yourself in front of us, seize the opportunity.
I don't know anybody that doesn't have regrets.
Sure.
Now, that particular, if you're studying the context of Scripture, they wasted a decade and a half, 14 years. They started building the temple back, and Haggai tells us the foundation's laid and nothing else is done. and it's almost, you would expect the Lord to chastise him, and he does a little bit. I mean, he uses the prophet to chastise him, but then he just basically says, the key verse, I think it's, I don't know if it's chapter 4, verse 6 or chapter 6, verse 4, but in the middle of it, it says, my house will be built.
Mm-hmm.
And so I used my personal illustration that, the last couple of years have been different for me. My mother, it's about 8 years ago now, but then my father passed away a couple of years ago, and I was just thinking about it. Somebody asked about Thanksgiving. Well, now it's my brothers and sisters, and we get together, and it'll never be the same. I mean, we don't go to Mom's house for Christmas anymore, and we just don't get to do that. The family breakfast was a tradition. And I know a lot of people spend so much time moping over what they've lost instead of living in what they've got. And,
Amen.
I thought about it. I'm at a little different station now. We got 3 grandkids, and so life has just moved from one transition to another. And here we are, and if I'm not careful, I can mope around and miss what I'm supposed to do now.
Writing that down, moping over what was lost instead of, what'd you say?
I don't know. You had to go back and watch the show.
living for the now?
I think living on what we have.
That's it. That's what living and what we have. So got to write that down. That's good stuff. So he gives him little nuggets. Living on what we have. I think I read my writing, which parlays right into why we're here to a point. We're going to talk about sports. So I'm not really had a chance to ask you about the Lane Kiffin fiasco. So what's your take on everything's come down? It came out today. Earlier in the show, I read a story from the athletic director that said what really happened and what Lane said happened, how this thing unfolded, is not really on the same level. So there's some misrepresentation out there by Coach Kiffin, apparently. So
well, I mean, let's just be honest. Everybody wants to tell their version of the truth. It's like the old fella said, you lie to your friends and I'll lie to mine, but let's don't lie to each other. And so you can't tell me you believe Lane Kiffin, and I'm not sure I believe the AD.
Yeah.
Because everybody has their version of, well. So I listened to a clip, Texas Tech's coach, I don't know who it is now, but he made the most sense. He said, we got to do something about this. And he said, here's how we could do it. And he made a plan. He's like, we need to be finished with football. And January 1st needs to be national playoff. Then we need to open the portal and the recruiting. And then the idea that if you tamper with players or you tamper with coaches, let's just do it. If we're going to make it a business like the NFL, then let's put some parameters in it. And I think right now, it's just one of those situations. It's a bad environment.
College athletics is a minor league to the NFL and the NBA now, as far as I'm concerned. So not so much baseball, but certainly football and basketball. So Kiffin leaves. The college football playoff folks did not penalize Ole Miss for that, so they're still in the hunt for a chance to get into the playoffs and probably will. Lane's and LSU said it's the best college football job ever.
He says a lot of things.
So I'm telling you,
he's
if
kind of like that
Alabama
high school boyfriend. He makes a lot of promises he can't keep. One fella said, don't write checks with your mouth that you can't cash.
Amen. And my dad used to say that too. So then you look down at Knoxville, the Tennessee football team. I'm going to get your take on some of these playoff championship games here in a minute. So Tennessee loses to Vanderbilt. The 2 stats that jump out at me is they had negative 6 yards rushing in the second half. It's an SEC football team. They gave up 582 yards of offense to the Vanderbilt offensive set to the Tennessee defense. So you and I have been out of those games once. And so what's your take? What do you think?
Well, I'll be honest with you. I don't think we had the athletes to really be dominant. The 2 cornerbacks, and I don't remember their names, but the 2 cornerbacks we kind of lost with injury, I think probably would have made a difference in the whole season. And the weird thing about going into that Vandy game, you're a missed field goal away from thinking you're playing for a spot in the championship. I mean, a spot in the playoffs. And so I don't know. I don't want to say we didn't have anything to play for, but it's one of them tough games. And I don't think we probably the quarterback from Vandy's, I can say it. He carries himself. I'm not going to say he is, but he carries himself like a punk. But he was a pretty good player.
Yeah.
He made some moves that made us look silly.
Yes. He's very good.
And so I think we're just a little thin in a couple spots, All
right, so here's my argument. All right, we go 8. Tennessee finishes 8-4. I did this yesterday on the show, and a guy that I had on the show said, "Wow, I didn't know that." So here's the record of the teams they won. They beat Syracuse, finished 3-8. East Tennessee State, mid-major. We're supposed to beat them, and they did. Alabama, Birmingham was 3-8. You had Mississippi State finishing 5-6. Arkansas finished 2-9. Kentucky finished 5-6. New Mexico State was 4-7, and Florida finishes 3-8. The 4 schools are ranked. We didn't beat them. And 2 of those was it 2 or 3 at home? So we lost to Oklahoma, Vanderbilt, and Georgia at home, and Alabama on the road. So, what are you saying, Tom? Well, I mean, people are saying it's the coordinators, it's not Josh Heupel. So,
well, I think 2 things. One, we have to caution ourselves is he did inherit a dumpster fire.
Yeah, he did.
And I mean, and you have to rebuild that just with bodies, and it's taken a little while. And I think we've still been under some restrictions, if I'm not mistaken. And somebody told me this. We had this argument over Thanksgiving, me and my brother-in-laws and my nephew. You know, he was talking about Vandy. He didn't think Vandy's record was very impressive. And I'm like, well, if you look at Vandy's record, it's probably as good or better than ours as far as who they beat. Now, we lost a couple of closer games, but I don't know. Can you say Tennessee's better because their losses are better? I mean, that's a poor analogy.
A little bit of a stretch.
But, you know, the other thing I think, unless I'm wrong, we had the youngest, I think we had the youngest team in the SEC.
Well, I don't know.
I'm pretty sure if you look that up, Vandy had the oldest. I'm taking somebody else's research.
Right.
But I think Vandy had one of the oldest teams in the SEC, and we had one of the youngest. I mean, if you think about it, if you look at, I mean, I looked it up. You look at the offense, I don't think the tight end and the quarterback's only seniors. I mean, I think you have almost everybody back. You're going to lose some of that defensive line, but a lot of them we built with transfer portal guys, and he'll probably have to do that again a little bit. But I think, I mean, I'm a little bit of an optimist. I think these last 2 or 3 decent recruiting, and we're about to put another one in there somewhere, and probably next year's it. Them 4 and 5 stars, you're going to have to see, hey, they going to play, or we may not be as good as we thought we were building toward. So next year's a big year.
Pretty good signing day yesterday for Tennessee.
Pretty good signing day. I think there was 3 or 4 5 stars, and then I was looking it up and I didn't realize, you know, the kid from Greenville signed, then the kid from Oakland, and then I think there were 5, if I looked at it right, the kids from Tennessee that were 4 stars that signed. And I think that helps you. So we'll see what happens.
We'll be at Food City and Gray tomorrow, so we're going to let it go through another day today because it's a 3-day cycle of transfers. And so tomorrow we'll sit down and look. I know Virginia Tech, we said earlier in the show, old James Franklin went in there and went back to all the Penn State guys he recruited and said, why don't you come be a Hokie? And he said, I think we will. And so he picked up 11 guys that were going to go to Penn State. They're now going to be a Virginia Tech Hokies. So Vandy had Junior. You know, Junior's on. You see, Junior's my stringer.
Yeah, Junior probably tell me if I'm right or not.
Vandy had 28 graduate players. So Junior Campbell is on it like a duck on a June bug.
Tell Junior to check and see if my stat's right that Tennessee was the youngest team in the SEC.
He'll be there. He'll be popping the keys. He'll give me an answer in a minute. Junior's the best. He's my Sunday school teacher. He's awesome. So you watched the Lady Vols last night?
I did.
Yeah.
I can't stand to watch teams that can't shoot.
Yeah. We can't shoot.
We can't. I mean, I don't think there's a couple of them girls. I don't think they could hit that glass door with the ball. I mean, I don't understand how you've spent thousands of hours practicing basketball and you can't even. I mean, Tom, it looks like me and you shooting out there.
Yeah.
Now I will say this: we got a couple girls can play.
Yeah. Talisha Cooper can go.
And Cooper can go, and the little guards, I don't know. I think
Barker.
they're twins. Yeah, Barker, and then the
Spearman.
Spearman can play offensively.
Yeah.
And I gave up an offensive rebound. I don't know. We're up 2 or 3, 4, and it's on the road. We give up an offensive rebound on a free throw to let them tie.
I saw that. Yeah.
And I'm like, this looks like something you go up to Hunter Youth Club or, you know, I mean, Hampton Youth Club, Happy Valley. I mean, I thought I was watching 5th grade there for a minute.
She was hot. The press conference, I watched her. I love Kim Caldwell. She was hot. She said, kept hitting that paper, said, 30 turnovers, not going to get it done. How do we win this game? Like, I don't know. We had 30 turnovers. We win by 3 on the road at Stanford, she said, which is a great accomplishment. But she said, we stunk it up. We got 10 days before we play again. We're going to get it fixed. I thought, uh-oh.
Yeah.
So,
well, and it's early. I mean, it is early. And I think a couple of them girls are young, but, man, I'm sorry.
What'd you say, they couldn't hit the door?
That one girl, I saw her shoot a 3-pointer, and I don't think she could have hit that door. And I don't even know her name. I shouldn't pick on her.
Well, if you don't know her name, it don't matter. It's
it
just
don't matter. It don't matter.
If you said Tom Taylor, then it would be a little offensive, but it's just some girl on the team, so it's okay.
Well, one thing that I did, she has the athletes to play her system. I will say that.
Mm-hmm.
You know, when she inherited a couple of athletes that they don't move as well defensively, those girls can play. I mean, they're scrappy. That girl had 10 steals.
Yep. Cooper had a double-double, 19 points and 10 steals. So here we go. 50% are freshmen or redshirt freshmen. There you go, juniors on it. So Tennessee's 50% are freshmen or redshirt freshmen on the team. I guess I assume he's referencing Tennessee. That's what you told him.
Yeah, that's what I told him today.
Tell him look it up. So
he's right on it.
Is he not a good one? He's
a
jewel.
Good one. That's as good as they come.
I'm telling you. Love Junior Campbell. He buzzed around in the church, a little scooter. I always told him, pop a wheelie. He said, I can't, it'll burn the carpet. Pastor get mad at me.
If he can pop a wheelie, I'll put a new square down. We'll replace that square. It won't cost him anything. I'd just like to see that.
Oh, he's a dandy.
That'd probably be a little dangerous, just to be honest with you.
Yeah, he's a jewel.
He is.
So the men's basketball team, they got beat at Syracuse. They come back. They play Illinois on Saturday in Nashville. So what's your take on Rick Barnes' team?
I feel like we're going to be better than we've been. I don't think that's a team. I don't think that's a game we lose a couple years ago.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't think they could beat Houston either.
And they did.
And I think your stud is one of your studs is a 18-year-old freshman or however old the Ament is, and he missed one coming down the lane. I think one of the things, this is just my take again, we're not totally dependent on outside shooting. And I think the Carey kid, he missed a game winner, but I think having somebody you can throw it inside to is not really something we've had. Now, the only hard part is I like Cade Phillips as a player, but Phillips and Okpora really don't seem to be the scorers that Brown and Carey and Estrella seem to be.
Yeah.
But those three guys are not the defenders that – and so I think finding that mix of how much minutes – I mean, of course, now he's been doing it a long time. I think he'll get that part figured out. It's tough when one kid basically is a great defender and the other kid's a great scorer, you know.
The pre-Christmas schedule for Tennessee, by the way, they'll be in Nashville, who said, against Illinois on Saturday. The 16th, they got Louisville coming to town, which is a ranked team. And they'll wrap things up with the checkbook game against Gardner-Webb on the 21st, and then get ready for the SEC. And it will be a rugged SEC schedule. You got Arkansas, Kentucky, Florida.
Auburn's going to be
Auburn's going to be good. I mean,
you take all of them. Texas, I mean, they're
Vanderbilt's ranked. It's going to be a heck of an SEC schedule.
SEC basketball, I mean, when I say growing up, the last 20 years, it was really Florida and Kentucky and everybody else. I mean, and you might have a decent year every now and then, but now every night you go out there, you got to be ready to play or somebody's going to beat you.
I left Alabama off, too. I mean, they're ranked, top 10 in the country, so top 15 in the country. So let's get you a couple takes here for what you're talking about our Christmas schedule at the Church House. So the Big 12 champ, there's 3 games on Saturday if you're a football junkie. At noon, it's Texas Tech and BYU, number 5 against number 11. Who wins that one in the Big 12?
I think Texas Tech is much better than BYU.
Okay.
But now that's just a gut. I haven't watched enough to say that, but I really was impressed with their coach. Just that press conference I watched the other day, just his take on college sports.
It's not Cliff Kingsbury, is it?
I don't know what his name was. He referenced Mike Leach, and so it's a pretty good interview. Mike Leach was a pretty good interview.
Yeah.
A little crazy, but a pretty good interview.
Yeah, he was. The middle game of the 3 will be the SEC championship. Georgia and Alabama, 3 versus 10. Who wins that one?
It's a coin toss. I mean, they both have. I mean, when you look into it, like you were talking about these 4 and 5 starters, all this other, they both have the same level of talent as far as they're not weak somewhere. It just really comes down to a little bit of execution. And I'm probably I'm probably picking Georgia. It's just my gut, but man, Alabama's good enough to beat them.
Well, we'll get into. Let's talk about it now. So you got Ole Miss sitting over there. See, I would think if I was the coach, I don't want a week off. They've been going since August. They play the whole SEC schedule, which is the toughest schedule in the country. And then instead of getting a week off, they got to play for the SEC championship. Both these teams are going to be in the playoffs. So I don't know what they're going to accomplish. I guess they'll get a bye, maybe a first-round bye at home. Then they get a week off. But you take Ole Miss, they're off this week, so they're getting a chance. Notre Dame's not playing. They get a chance.
Same thing, Texas A&M, all of them.
Yeah.
I think that probably the loser in all of this is not going to be the bowl games, but it's probably eventually going to be the conference championship game. I mean, that's just my personal opinion.
Because there's not a need for it, is there?
No, because the loser.
You have one of them phones that get message on the phone?
Yeah, people's calling me. I don't know. I don't know who it is.
That's why I have a pocket watch.
Yeah.
You can't get hold of me on the pocket watch.
Call him on his sundial. The loser of that game really doesn't gain anything by playing it.
That's what I'm saying.
And
So-
most of the time, like the SEC, they're going now. It matters out there, like Texas Tech's BYU game probably matters a little bit, and then some of these other games. But the Big Ten and the SEC, I'm not sure it matters anymore. So I don't know how you can totally get away from it, but.
Last one on 8 o'clock on Saturday night will be the number 1 Ohio State Buckeyes, number 2 Indiana Hoosiers. Will play that one in Indianapolis at Lucas Oil Stadium for the Big Ten Championship. Who wins that one, do you think?
I think Ohio State wins it going away.
We'll see.
I mean, I think, and I mean, maybe this is naive. I mean, I just look at it as I think Ohio State just still has better athletes. I think Indiana has found some pieces that fit what they're doing, but I don't think
Across the board, it's Ohio State.
Yeah, I think across the board. Now, giving that, if the stars align and everything goes right for Indiana, I think they can stay in the game and maybe pull off a upset. But it's one of those games, if they played 10 times, Ohio State's going to win 8 or 9. But that's just my opinion. And I hate to even pick Ohio State for anything, even though we got a few people at church that root for them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The
We got a
East
few
Steps
people
ain't
with-
one of them.
No, we got some
Who?
Michigan people too.
Ooh. I walked up and she said, I said, okay.
One of them little boys that I tell you what's bad. One of them boys that comes with us, and his friend was with him, and he said, "This boy's turned into a Vandy fan." I'm like, "Don't tell me he ain't no Vandy fan. Ain't no Vandy fan in East Tennessee. He can't even spell Vandy, much less Vanderbilt."
Here's what the Christmas season represents. This little ornament, by the way, is $2 off this tree behind us. So we got a big, busy Christmas schedule at the church house at Pleasant Beach. By the way, it's our halftime sponsor of the ball games, and we're excited about that. Rolling right into hoops. We got basketball the other night. Evan Chambers poured in 24. Nate Bailey had 21. We beat a very scrappy Johnson County team. The ladies won 80-40, and you had Addison Bunn. She had 29 points the other night. So the Lady Cyclones and the Gents are off and running. So they're our halftime sponsor at Pleasant Beaches. I love that. So the Christmas schedule at Pleasant Beach Baptist Church starts this coming Sunday. It's a full slate.
It does. It starts this Sunday with our nursery and preschool, and they're doing a cute little thing with candy canes. And my wife and the other lady's been working hard at that, so we're excited about that. Of course, everybody loves to see the little kids dressed up, and so it'll be a fun thing. And then, of course, we'll have a Bible lesson message that day as well. And then we do something for our shut-ins. We call it blessing boxes, where we take basically a lot of Christmas gifts and a meal to. We've got about 38 of them that we're working with this year. That we do. And then next Sunday, the 14th, is something a little new for us. We've always had a children's play, but this year we've got a little more music side of it. And so they're doing something a little different. Brother Marcus and Miss Kelly helping us with that. And, of course, all the other Sunday school teachers working at it as well. So we're looking forward to that. And then Sunday, the 21st, we're going to do something where I haven't really done it this way before, but we're going to bring all the children together. I'm going to read the children's story to them. And then we've got a special, they don't know it yet, but I got a special little gift we're giving them, a little Christmas book. And so we're looking forward to that. And then the 21st, Sunday night, the choir, the adult choir normally does just a cantata, but this year it's a little more, and they've got some. I haven't seen it all yet, but I know they've got some acting involved in it, and so it's kind of like an adult play and choir presentation. And then we're starting our Christmas Eve. We've done it a few times, hadn't fallen always on Christmas Eve, but we have our candlelight service. It lasts about an hour, and then the last Wednesday night we'll do the Lord's Supper on the 31st on New Year's Eve. So
I've already had people ask me what time's the candlelight service.
Well,
to be decided.
I need to put that out there. I mean, normally we have Wednesday night at 7. I had talked about moving it earlier, just for people that if they did something after that, it may do. I really, I don't know.
He's not decided yet. That's.
I mean, if for people that do a Christmas Eve tradition, I don't know if it would be better for them if we moved it. The advantage our building has is we don't have windows, so we could have it at noon and it wouldn't really matter. But we'll probably move it a little earlier in the afternoon if I'm guessing.
There you go.
I'll take
You'll
take some suggestions. We'll let people comment.
Yeah.
We can do one of them little polls. Like it for you can do a thumbs up for 6. You can do a heart for 7. You can do whatever.
a frown for 4 or whatever.
Yeah, whatever works out for
We'll
you.
let you know. So
somebody could interact. We'll let Junior do a little research.
Junior do the unofficial survey poll. I'll get you back in between now and Christmas and let you talk about Christmas. I know you got other stuff to do, and I appreciate that. So we will say in closing, it's been the Lord's blessed our church that had how many couple of weeks ago? 13 joined the church, is that right?
I think a little more than that, but yeah, I think it was 15 or 16.
15?
And then we have 2 or 3 other families that weren't there that time that are joining, and I had somebody make a public profession of faith Sunday and looking forward to getting baptized. And so we're just grateful for what the Lord's doing, and it's exciting to see the Lord work in people's lives.
We ain't bragging. We're just thankful to what He is moving people's lives under the umbrella of Pleasant Beach.
And He's doing a great work. And we talked about it last night. He said, "Not by might, but by power." And it's not what man can produce. It's what the Lord's doing, and we want to see Him continue to work and see Him continue to get glorified.
Yep. Well put. Who's your best team in college football? If you had to pick a national champion right now, who would it be? Out of everybody out there, do you think it's going to make a run?
I don't want to say it.
Buckeyes. I knew that's what you were going to say.
I mean, I'm one of these people, and I know they don't play the strongest schedule. But when you're a Tennessee fan, you can't complain about schedules. And I'm not sure that a couple of their wins are huge quality wins, but for the most part, they've won convincingly, and I mean, like you take Ole Miss and Vandy and some of the other, they've had some big. I mean, Vandy comes from behind 20-some points, and so their record probably is a little better than it should be, and and I'm not sold on Texas Tech and Indiana yet, so we'll see how that goes. So until somebody beats them,
Ohio State's the one.
Ohio State's. Now I think Georgia and Alabama and any of the top tier SEC
can give them a run.
Not look, I bleed orange, but not my middle of the pack Vols.
Yeah.
But I think those top 2 or 3 SEC teams can give anybody a run.
See you Sunday.
See you. Thank you.
Good job. Quick break. We'll be right back after this on Double C Western Supply, where all the boots today, every boot in the store today and tomorrow, or no, today. It was yesterday and today. Every boot in the store, girls, guys, and kids, are 20% off today at Double C. And again, with Double C Western Supply, a lot of Western stores out there. What do you feel like separates Double C from all the other competition?
I feel like there's a lot of things that separate us. Our customer service, I feel like we help our customers very well. I feel like we're very friendly, and at least we try to be. We strive to be a friendly, family-based business. I also feel like our prices are very good. I feel like we try to keep our prices and our merchandise to a point that the whole family can shop here. And I mean, some things do have to be a little more expensive just because of the nature, but I feel like we try to keep our prices down low enough. And we're always just striving to get the next newest merchandise, the best merchandise that we can for them, and we just try our best to do the best we can all the time. So I feel like, mainly that our customer service and our prices kind of differentiate us.
There you go.
Yeah.
Double C Western Supply on Railroad Street in Elizabeth. And again, social media, they're there, and also the website, doublecwestern.com. So, proud sponsor of the show, Tom Taylor Sports Show and Cyclone Sports. Miss Diana and the great folks at Double C Western Supply in Elizabeth. And be loyal, buy local, buy it in Betsy. Amazon doesn't sponsor your ball teams, but Double C Western Supply does. Sarah's in the house, and so let's do this right here. Make sure we got all this down. We are. Everything's good. Let me show you this. This came right off the tree. This is a crocheted stocking. If you're looking for stockings for decoration to fill it up for the kids or grandkids, look at that. $5 for that. I may get that myself.
I'd recommend it. I think it's a good size for it.
I need 2. There's 2 here, so I'll go ahead and get those. So that's sold. Forget that one. All right, that's gone. All right.
How's everybody?
Yep, let's do this real quick. This is $4. This is a very unique, one of a kind. It's a deer, I guess, or an elk. I guess it'd be an elk with the rack it has.
Reindeer, if I had
Reindeer.
to guess.
Yeah, you're probably right. Thomas Christmas, yeah.
I mean, it could be any of the above.
Thank you, Sarah. It's reindeer.
welcome.
So anyway, it's a $4 ornament. All right, let me give you a couple more here. This one is a Oh, this is really cute. I've never seen this before.
It's an odd little bear.
$5, a little bear with a heart on it. So you know somebody likes bears. Look at that. That is cute, cute, cute for $5. These are Christmas ornaments off this tree behind me. And then this last one is something unique. It's a little girl on a tricycle, which is very unique, and it's a pooter. And it's $5. Look at that.
That's pretty cool.
Put it in front of my jacket. You can see the backdrop. Very neat. So this tree's full of really cool things. Got the pickle. We showed you that one earlier. The football ornament. Showed you that earlier. So $2. Is it $2? Yeah, $2. So good stuff. Hello to Seth Carter. How you doing, sir? So you got some. What's your theme today?
So we're doing white elephant gifts because
Okay.
I love white elephant. That's like one of my favorite things.
All right.
This is my fun little niche that I am good at picking things for. So I try to get some quirky items. This pinata I thought would be really funny. You could leave it empty, or you could put candy or gift cards inside it. It's up to you. But I decided it'd be kind of cool to roll up to a white elephant party with a pinata.
That's it. Be a little different. It'll be an attention grabber. Absolutely, which is what you want.
This one
All
is
right.
also something you could put something in. It's this Elvis tin.
Oh, I know somebody likes Elvis. Is there anything in this?
You do.
Is it empty?
It's empty, but I figured you could put cookies, candy, a gift card, lottery tickets, those little scratch-off cards. Those are always big in my family for white elephant type games.
This is a Russell Stover chocolate tin. 1997 for $12.95. Look at that. An
Sorry,
Elvis.
y'all aren't getting 18-year-old chocolate.
No, it's empty. No chocolate in that.
That'd
Good.
be disgusting.
That's kind of neat. I like that for $12.95. Okay, good white elephant gift.
These are fun. My friend Maddie made these. These are little troll earrings, and they're Christmas themed. I thought these would be cool. I may end up buying these because I totally love them, but we'll see.
$7 for those little troll Christmas earrings. Little white elephant gift. She always brings cool
This
stuff.
is probably my favorite that I grabbed
Good
for this.
night.
It's this cowboy
Armadillo.
armadillo.
Yeah.
I don't know what the story behind this is, but it cracks me up every time I
Yeah.
see it.
Look at that. That'd be a different attention getter. A cowboy hatted armadillo for
You're
how
never
much?
going to see another one of those. It's
$8.95. Under $9. Okay.
I tried to do all under 20. Oh my God. This one, I actually own a copy of this. This is Christmas favorites, and it's got, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 different. It
Movies?
says on the front. I didn't have to count it, apparently.
$4.
Yeah,
Yeah.
10 different Christmas movies.
Dr. Seuss, How the Grinch Stole Christmas. Also, The Leprechaun Christmas Gold, Pinocchio's Christmas, The Stingiest Man in Town. The Year Without a Santa Claus Deluxe Edition includes Rudolph, The Shiny New Year. Frosty's Winter Wonderland, 'Twas the Night Before Christmas, Rudolph and Frosty's Christmas in July. Pretty cool stuff. 10 movies for $4 on DVD. That's a great
Nestor
little gift.
always makes me cry. I wouldn't recommend watching it.
Which one makes you cry?
Nestor the Long-Eared Donkey. It's like the saddest thing I've ever seen in my entire life.
All right.
So this is a little.
Well, then don't watch it. You'll get sad. This
Honestly,
is
I still watch it anyways for some reason.
so this is a bubble.
It's a bubble gum dispenser, and it's a little Santa one, and I thought its smell was kind of fun.
Yeah, that's kind of neat. Little Santa bubblegum dispenser for $7 here at Duck Crossing in downtown Elizabethton. They've had a record year.
We really have. It's
Yep.
been a great year.
And I'm glad I get to be part of it.
Absolutely.
A small part of it. So
I thought this was fun. It's this little Annie statue,
that's Orphan Annie.
and I don't know what it is about it, but I just found it intriguing, and I thought it'd be a fun one to bring on.
The sun will come out tomorrow. Little Annie, for $5. I've never seen that before either. Is that a?
I think it's just figure.
That's just it's not a Christmas ornament. It just sits on the table. Little Orphan Annie. The sun will come out tomorrow. I like that. So,
On the more just overly specific side, which I love to do, we have this little nameplate from Walt Disney World that says Perry on it. I thought that was just unusual because, like, it makes you wonder who had that originally.
for $5. Yeah. All right.
I don't know. Somebody might have a Perry in their
Somebody may have. You never know.
specific to this. This one I actually grabbed because it vaguely looks like my cat.
Okay.
Just a
And
little ornament.
this little kitty cat ornament that goes for
4.
$4. Okay, there you go. Show you that.
Which, I don't know if any of you guys remember this, but last time I was on the show, we had a kitten loose in the store, and spoiler alert, he came home with me.
There you go. So it's now your kitty cat at home.
Yep, Firo is the best little boy in the world.
All right. So yeah, there's a stray cat running around downtown. Now it's at Sarah's house.
Yep, he's the sweetest cat. So this one is actually kind of a inside joke with my friend group. It's Wallace the Beanie Baby Bear. He may have been on the show before. I don't remember. But
$4.
He's kind of the unofficial mascot of the friend group.
Very good. Lots of unique things here at Duck Crossing, folks. 3 floors full. Is that it? Oh, you got one more?
Then
Okay.
we got this little Season's Greetings bow tie. You could work for White Elephant, or you could just wear it
That's
to
pretty
your
cool.
White Elephant party.
Season's Greeting bow tie for
I like
$5.
bow ties.
That's
Bow
pretty
ties are
cool.
cool. I said bow ties are cool.
Yes. This is made in Boston by Treasure Masters, which is a clothing outlet, or clothing manufacturer in Boston. And there you get a little red bow tie for $5. You can either use it as a White Elephant gift or actually wear it. So there you go. Is that it?
Yep, that's it.
That's awesome.
I tried to grab like an
Good
unusual
job.
mix.
You did. That was great stuff. It was very neat.
I always like coming on here.
I always like having you come on here because you never know what you're bringing. That's
Oh,
cool
for
stuff.
sure.
From-
I try to wing it. I didn't make any plans in advance because if I script it, it just seems like it's just too boring.
No. So there you go. It's a wing job, and she winged it very well. Her mother's going to come join us and do one more segment. We'll be right back after this from Brummett Sports Shop. Tomorrow will be at Food City in Gray, and he's due to join us tomorrow. Good traffic in here already on this Thursday morning. We're live here at Duck Crossing in downtown Elizabethton. Be loyal, buy local, and buy at a Duck Crossing in downtown Elizabethton. Thanks to Sarah, who works here. Her mama runs the store. She's the assistant store runner running the store.
I'm the real boss. So.
You're the real boss. You better believe it. We'll take a break. We'll be right back on the Tom Taylor Sports. Brummett Sports Shop in downtown Elizabeth with your favorite school's T-shirts, polos, or hoodies. They can put your school, church, or company's logo on lots of different styles of hats, including Nike and Richardson and now Travis Matthew. Windbreakers, sublimated shirts, pullovers, koozies. They can order for any area school and your favorite team. Dry fit sleeveless hoodies, Nike dry fit t-shirts, women's and toddler sizes. You can order any uniform for any sport, including the pants or shorts from Brummett Sports Shop. And they always have a clearance rack to save you money. Plaques, trophies, medals, and ribbons, and all the engraving is done in-house. And they offer hard-to-find Letterman jackets of your favorite school for guys, ladies, and now elementary and middle school athletes too. And they offer all the different sports patches as well. Brummett Sports Shop, downtown Elizabeth, and Facebook, Instagram, website, BrummettSportsShop.com, phone 542-2321, Brummett Sports Shop in downtown Elizabethton.
Jewelry is an investment. To get the highest quality at the best price, you need a jeweler that is trustworthy and experienced. With our own jeweler in-house, Jewelers Bench offers custom-made pieces, as well as general maintenance and repair services, and unique jewelry for all occasions. Local family-owned, we've been serving our community for over 25 years. Let us make your Christmas one to remember with heirloom jewelry that can be passed on through generations. Highest quality for the best price. Only at the Jewelers Bench, Elizabethton.
We're talking to our buddy Dr. Eric Carter from Lingerfeld Drug Center, one of our proud sponsors of the show, and Cyclone Sports. A lot of pharmacies out there, a lot of drugstores out there. Why, in your humble opinion, should we come and trade at Lingerfeld Drug Center?
Yes, I think our customers are our family. We treat people how I'd want my family to be treated. And that's, we can come in after hours for you if you need, or deliver to you. I think we just go the extra mile. A lot of times at a big chain or something, if you need a refill and it's out of refills, it's too bad. But we'll call the doctor, send them messages, and keep bothering them until they get them sent in to us. So we want to do everything we can to make sure our customers have their medicine and are happy.
Customer service, folks. Again, Lingerfeld Drug Center down here beside Carter County Bank in downtown Elizabethton. Proud sponsor of Cyclone Sports and the Tom Taylor Sports Show.
We're all picky about our produce, and whether you're a thumper, a sniffer, a squeezer, or just plain particular. We promise no one is more picky about produce than Food City. That's why we're introducing our Picky Promise. Whether it's from farms down the road or tropical produce from the ends of the earth, we guarantee it's fresh or we'll replace it. You see, we're picky about produce, so you don't have to be.
Back on the Tom Baylor Sports Show, she ran back down to. She had more ornaments. I want to show these. These are cool. These are unique, one of a kinds. In behind me, this big old tree, as you can see. This is $6. This is really cool. This is kind of a poinsettia Christmas ornament. Is that not? I've never seen any of these before. These are one of a kinds. That's neat, isn't it?
Yeah, somebody's put a lot of work into it.
Yep. Here's another one. This is a polyresin. Is this a moose with a backpack? Is that right?
I think it's a moose.
Oh, it's a bag of goodies. It's a Santa Claus moose.
Bagpipe.
Not a bagpipe, but a bag of goodies.
He might have a bagpipe in there.
No, I can't even. I'm just excited because you're here. All right, so there it is, a moose with a backpack of. It's a Santa moose. See the little cap on it.
Santa moose.
For $4, and there's these bag of goodies. He's getting ready to make a delivery. Then there's one more you picked. See, I've never seen this before either. This is for $3. This is what would you call that?
It's like a little
reindeer.
Silver plate reindeer.
Silver-plated
Or
reindeer.
maybe aluminum. I'm not sure. It's shiny like silver, but
very nice.
Light like aluminum.
Had this one earlier. These are off this tree behind us. The tree stays up year round, by the way. So it's right at the base of the steps as you go up. I'm getting ready to go up and shop here in a little while. Here's a little teddy bear with a heart on it. If you like teddy bears with a heart for a unique ornament to give to her or to him, for that matter, to a kid, whatever. If you're in a situation where some folks give a unique Christmas ornament every year to somebody, here's where you want to come, because this tree is about a 15-foot tree full all the way to the top.
And ornament exchange, too. Some people do that where you bring an ornament and you exchange it.
And if you see one that you can't reach, they have a ladder. She'll go up and get it for you because it goes way up there. So I'm not going to do it, but she can. Here's the covered bridge. Look at this with a little red bow on for $4, which is really neat. So
we have those are done by local artist Bethany DiMaggio. And she does, she paints, and then she has them put on things like the ornaments, and she is going to have through Christmas, she has 4 for $10, so you can mix and match the ornaments. She's got magnets, shopping lists, cards, stickers, just all kinds of really cool things that are local to Elizabethton and the surrounding areas, Roan Mountain, Watauga Lake.
There's a little glittery red bow with a cardinal. One before that was a little glittery green bow with a guy and girl snowman. So
She's got one that's a tree farm too, and here is the ice skating rink.
Downtown.
So that's a magnet. So these are the things you can do, the mix and match, 4 for $10.
Yep.
Great little teacher's gifts or stocking stuffers.
Here's the covered bridge, world famous covered bridge in Elizabethton.
And here's some of those little stickers.
These are refrigerator magnets, and these are stickers. Again, to the covered bridge.
That doesn't have a ticket on it. And then here's some Christmas cards. I think that she has those. I think they're $10 a pack for 8 or 6. I can't remember. I'm sorry. I'll have to check into that and let you know. That one's missing its tag. It's probably the only one over there that doesn't have a tag. I grabbed it.
By the way, the Doe River Bridge, 134-foot long covered bridge, built in 1882. Wow, did not know that. So each year the Elizabethton Fire Department decorates the covered bridge for Christmas. A small raft is launched with 2 firemen, and a large wreath is placed on the northern face of the bridge just in time of the Christmas season. There it is. So pull it back because there's a glare. There it is. There you go. There's the world famous covered bridge built in 1882 here in the middle of Elizabethton. Still going. All right.
So I thought about stockings. So those are kind of some stocking stuffers, but we also have some like stocking hangers.
Okay.
It's sort of heavy.
This is $5 for a stocking holder. Got the little, using his shoe right there as a hook. There you go. Poly resin. All right.
This is a little fancier one. It's heavy. It's $10, but
Wow, that's awesome.
It's really nice.
$10 stocking on that thing is heavy.
Mhm.
It's metal.
Put it back
Okay.
here. And then I thought this one was cute. A little.
They're all cute.
A little dog stocking
Oh, look at that.
holder.
Using a candy cane.
A vintage. It's probably from the 60s or 70s, I would say.
How much? It is
$10.
Look at that, folks. And you use the candy cane to hang the stocking on the dog's mouth. Very nice.
In stockings, we have lots. I didn't really grab a whole lot of stockings, but we have all kinds of handmade stockings. And oh, did you look at see the stockings that were hanging up there?
I bought those.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
I was gonna say I thought I had 3 stockings up there.
Yeah, you do, but 2 of them are gone.
But those are just.
This is $4. A hand crocheted stocking. Back it up where you can see it. Very cute. Hand crocheted stocking for $4. That's the beauty coming in here. When you shop, it's not going to bust your billfold. This is
No.
$3. A Merry Christmas. Look how big this is for $3. It says Merry Christmas at the top. If you need it to put stuff in for somebody, or just want to give it, or actually need to fill it up for Christmas morning, there it is.
And
$3.
we have a lot of just the plain old red ones with the white rim
Mm-hmm.
around that are $1 to $2 if you've got to buy a lot.
These are crocheted for $5. Look at that.
And they're so soft.
They
too.
are soft. $5 for those. Those are going home with me.
So have you ever heard of Anna Lee? She does like these little characters. They're kind of scary looking, I think, but those like mice and people. And anyways, that's an Anna Lee stocking. So it has like the little mouse and its little tail hanging down.
So there's a stocking. I've never seen this before. There's her face and there's her tail. So she acts like the mouse inside the stocking.
Yes.
And this goes for a whopping $30, $40, $15, folks. Look at that.
Yeah.
I've never seen that before.
Anna Lee, little characters.
Okay.
And these are just some cute little quilted,
Denim.
handmade,
These are denim stockings
lined with different.
made for $10 with a little hook on. Oh, yeah, it's got the, here's the inside of it to show you. We love doing show and tell. These are denim with a little green crocheted ball on the end of it. So these are $10.
Yeah, she's got. So there's 4 of those. So if you're looking for 4 in your family, there you go.
$10 a piece. Okay. All right. Anything else?
So this right here, my friend Missy said it kind of weirds her out. Where you were talking about reindeer, and so this was handmade in Finland, and it says it's real reindeer fur.
Oh, really? This is actual reindeer
Fur. That's
Yeah.
what it says.
handmade in Finland. They're real reindeer fur. The Santa Claus with a stick, a walking stick, for $24. It is. It would have to be. That's real reindeer, I think. Not that I'm a connoisseur. What I know, doesn't feel fake.
Feels
It feels
reindeer-y.
Feel reindeer-y. There you go. $24. That's kind of neat. Very neat.
So we talked about the open house on Sunday.
Mhm.
So this vendor that has this snowman, or not snowman, Santa
Santa.
Claus
Mhm.
in the real reindeer fur, is doing 20% off, like a lot of our vendors that day. So 20% off of $24 would get that for what? That'd be like
$4.80. You get
Yeah.
it for under $20.
Yeah, under 20 bucks. So that's just an example of,
Mhm.
something might be a little bit high, but Sunday, come and get it a better deal.
Yes. So all kinds of stuff here, folks. And again, for the time that we have, there's no way we can possibly show what everything in this store. 3 floors, obviously, and 50 vendors. But it gives you an idea to come in here and do the shopping. And so it's been busy. Had good traffic in here already on Thursday. And so the name of the game is come in here. Do you do layaway?
We do layaway, yes.
Do you have gift cards?
Yes, we do have gift cards.
There you
Also,
go.
any amount.
Come in here.
So,
Tell you what, you come in and get a $50 gift card and give it to somebody, they'll go bananas spending $50 in here, because you can be in there all day long digging around looking, because these ornaments are $2 and $3, these stockings are $5, so it's not like you'll burn through $50 very quick. So that'd be a really good gift. They can come back and buy what they want when they want, because it's good all year long. So
And if you've gotten duck bucks, so we've been giving out duck bucks at the downtown open house and Small Business Saturday. So the duck bucks are $5 off of a purchase of 25 or more. So don't forget your duck bucks if you come. If you tell me that you saw me talking about on Tom Taylor, a special gift just for those people. So, and then we also are giving a gift with every purchase too on Sunday. So lots of specials. But yeah, you tell me you saw me. And
So the open house is from what time to what time Sunday?
1 to 5.
1 to
on
5.
Sunday, 4 hours.
One time a year. Customer appreciation open house here.
Yes, lots of food.
Lots of food.
Heavy hors d'oeuvres.
Lots of discounts in the store. If you want to come doing some shopping, you want to wait till then from 1 to 5 on Sunday, you're gonna rack up because it's the once a year Christmas open house. Thank you. She's had a record year, and you look at that on the heels of the economy and the change in the presidents. We didn't have a change president, but in the economy, and then of course Helene and everything that everybody was out of kilter for the first 4 or 5 months of this year. The street traffic was unbelievably heavy in here because this was the only route to open the bridge back up.
Oh, yeah.
And so to have a record year, having all that against you, really speaks volumes to what you have in here and how hard you work. If I walked in right now and said, I need something, pick something. I need something with the Beatles. Oh, well, that's upstairs, and I'll be right back. She knows what everything is in the store. Blows my mind. If I said, well, I need a Johnny Mathis Christmas album, she said, well, it's right over there because I got it right here. So.
And so if you're not able to do stairs, we do have 3 floors, but Sarah and I both, we'll run upstairs and take pictures and get some prices for you and, give you an idea of what's up there and be happy to bring it down for you.
So what, in closing, what's been the hot seller of the Christmas season so far? Is there anything people in here looking for?
Well, besides Christmas, those hens on the nest. Those little hen on the nest and fairy lamps have been very popular.
Fairy lamps?
Fairy lamps, so they're the little open top, little candle holder kind of things.
Okay.
Glass.
Fairy lamps, the old-time Christmas ornaments that I bought. Where'd they go? Did she take them? Hope somebody didn't take them.
Here.
No, I'm talking about the bubble lights.
Oh, I put them over there. And your candy.
Oh, there it is, right there. Whoo! I thought that ain't gonna be good. Somebody happened to come by here and go, "Gosh, are these for sale?" I had it happen to me one time someplace. I had something laying on the corner, and I was talking. The guy just walked by and picked it up, took it. I couldn't get up to go get him, and he bought it. So
Funny.
it wasn't here, it was someplace else. But anyway.
And ceramic trees. We just sold a ceramic tree, as a matter of fact. We've got one right there, but we just sold one a little while ago.
It's awesome. So if I tried to pick it up, there's no way. That thing's heavy, isn't it?
That one is like 3 layer.
Yeah.
So usually they're smaller than that, but that's a really large one.
Should we try and show it now we're talking about it? Would that be a hassle?
Yeah, I don't think so.
I don't think so. It's huge.
It's a good thought.
It is.
You'll have to come in and see it for yourself.
That's it. And it is well worth walking in here. It's 3-4 foot tall ceramic tree, tabletop. What's the price on it?
175.
175. But on
Sunday.
Sunday,
Yeah, that vendor's going to be doing
20%
20% off. So what would that be? 30, almost 40 off.
$40 off, yeah. So this is.
You got your duck bucks. You use that $5.
You got a lot of free food in here Sunday too, right?
Free, yes.
Yeah. So I'm getting ready to go shopping. I've already bought these. I bought these 2 stockings for $5. I've already bought already got the Christmas lights, the bubble lights, and the, what do you call the gardens?
Candy.
Candy garland.
Sugared candy garland.
Yeah, it's awesome. Looks like candy. It's going to be on my tree, and it's good. So tis the season, folks. Coming to the Duck Crossing. Thank you for letting me.
Thank you for coming.
Yeah, we'll be back in January. We come once a month, and we love coming in here. And of course, it goes without saying, be loyal, buy local, buy an Elizabethan. You have 3 antique stores to shop at. You start literally coming down the street. Eagle Center, which is one of our sponsors. You have in the middle, you have Antiques on Elk, and then you have the Duck Crossing. So you have 3 different antique stores. Small Business Saturday was hopping, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was great.
Yeah, Black Friday was hopping.
It was. It
Yeah.
was. A lot of people make it a point to come and shop small on that day.
So open house on Sunday, here and here only. If you don't come in here and shop from 1 to 5 on Sunday, where everything's 20% off in the store, shame on you, because it's going to be hopping, and they're going to be busy and making those sales, because we're running out of time. You're down to 20 days. You started your shopping?
I actually did a little bit. I try to do throughout the year. My only problem is I forget where I put them. But
Yep.
this week on Monday night, I did a little bit of shopping.
Good for you. So it's been a great calendar year here. We won't be back here until January. We'll be back next year doing the same thing all over again every month, coming in and hanging out month by month by month. So, but we want to push. Please come. We'll tell you all about it again tomorrow. Keep reminding you. Tomorrow will be at Food City in Gray. But tomorrow we will again remind you the open house just for Duck Crossing, just on Sunday, once a year from 1 to 5.
Yes.
Lots of free food, as we said, and everything in the building.
Not every single thing. Not every single. Most everything.
Most
I will
everything.
say there are firm things that will not be 20%.
But I'd say 90%.
But yeah, I would say 90%. Yes,
Everything,
sir.
90% of this store, 3 floors, 50 vendors, will be 20% off. There are some
Yes.
things in there that are firm. They're not going to wiggle on it, and I get that. But by and large, 90%, you're going to save 20 cents on the dollar on everything you buy.
Yes.
Thank you, lady.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, we're going to take a quick break, move all this plunder to get to the mouse. I'll be right back, and we will wrap it up right after this. Tom Taylor Sports Show got a brand new product. Tell me what's going on.
We sure do. We have contactless Visa debit cards, and some of you all have been asking and wanting to know, when are you going to implement that? We are hitting the ground running. So right now you can get your free instant issue contactless debit cards at Northeast Community Credit Union, and that's just another form of payment. So you've got the mag strip on the back, you've got your contactless, invisible, what you want to call it, if you want to pay that way for tabless, or you've got your chip. So we're just staying up to date with all the things, and we listened to you. So you wanted that, and that's what we can provide. And we've implemented it with hard work, behind the scenes, a lot of teamwork, effort, and come get your contactless Visa debit card today.
Available now.
Yes.
At all locations. Our locations are?
They are in Roan Mountain. They are in Elizabethton, one in behind Elizabethton High School, our main office. And then we have one off of 19E in Elizabethton. We have one in Johnson City off of West Oakland Avenue.
Social media, how do we find you?
You can find us at Facebook, Instagram, or bemycu.org.
And the magic main number is?
423-547-1200.
Brand new product from Northeast Community Credit Union. Proud sponsor of the Tom Taylor Sports Show and Cyclone Sports. Back on the Tom Taylor Sports Show, let me show you everything one more time. Here's some new stuff. I said, let's show this before we get out of here. This is a crystal candy dish for, what's that say, dear? How much is that? $20. $20. Check this out. Don't drop it, Tom. You have to buy it. I know that. Look at this. A crystal candy dish. Is that not the coolest thing in the world? For $20. I love that. Love it, love it, love it. Turn this up right here just a little bit more so you get a little bit more oomph, because it's just me now. $20 for that right there, folks. Of course, it'll be 20% off on Sunday, but $20 on that. Okay. This is something Misty said you can take. This is I love this too. This goes for $14. This is a Santa elf cottage that you can put a light in the bottom of it. Or put a light in the back of it. Look at that. Lights up, put a little light in there, plug it in, and it lights up, and that's for $14. Little Christmas village. I got all kinds of these things at the house. Then you have some glass Christmas ornaments, antique Christmas ornaments. These are Sears and Roebuck glass ornaments for, what's it say? $9.50. How about that? Look at that. Is that not cute? These are glass ornaments. Let me run down through everything we got here before we get out of here. Here's a Christmas spoon. She just brought this to me for $6.50. Bet you spoon on that there. We talked about the Christmas cards. These come in a pack of 8. Okay. Again, this artist, what did she say her name was? Bethany. These are magnets, 4 for $10 right now. These are 4 for $10. There's the ice skating rink downtown. You can see in Elizabethton. These are magnets. These are stickers. Same thing at the covered bridge for $4, but they're 4 for $10 right now. There you go. Show you those. Then you have the Christmas ornaments that she makes. These are hand painted for $4. And this is the cardinal with the glittery bow for $4. This is the two snowmen, the him and her snowmen with a green for $4 or 4 for 10. All these are 4 for 10. And then you have the covered bridge with the red bow on it for $10, which is a nice keepsake for someone who, like Rebecca Patterson, she's watching. She lives in Texas now. Used to be in Elizabethton. That'd be something for her to put on her tree to remember good old Betsy. Here is the $5 teddy bear Christmas ornament. I'm going to hit all these before we get out of here so you can get an idea. This is on the tree right behind me. This tree back here is full, $3 and $4. This is a deer, $3 for this stainless steel deer, for lack of a better term. Put it up here, you can see the deer. Very cute, very nice. All right. Here is there's a little girl that's on the. This is pewter, $5 on the bicycle. Put it up here real close. Get my finger out of the way. Don't forget, Double C Western Supply. All the boots are 20% off today. All the 12 days of Christmas today. All the boots, guys, girls, and kids, are $20 off at Double C here in Elizabethton. One of our great sponsors. Here's the Silent Night Christmas music, sheet music, made into an ornament for $2. Here's the other ornament that's handmade. It's a poinsettia. Check this out. It's not gorgeous. This is really unique, one of a kind. I've never seen this before. $6 for this. Let's see. I'm going to show you like this. $6 for that. Brad's looking for me for a CD player. Got to find a CD player. Here's a moose, Santa moose, for $4 off this tree behind us. He's got his Santa cap on. He's got his bag of goodies. That's another unique ornament. You have the entire display of Dr. Enough that we showed earlier in the show. They got all the T-shirts, the hoodies, got the drinks, got the metal signs, everything, magnets. Dr. Enough, the only place in Elizabeth you can get Dr. Enough. Memorabilia and apparel is right here at Doug Cross. Got a whole booth full of it. Here's his ornament for, I'm not so sure I'm not going to take this one too. $3 for that, a glass ornament. Look at that. That is gorgeous. Let the Christmas lights bounce off that. Very nice. It's all these right behind us up here. This tree is full of everything from $1 to $5 unique one-of-a-kind ornaments. This is a brown bag cookie mold for $4. Huh, that's pretty cool. Put your cookie dough in there. Very nice. All right. I'm trying to wrap all this up here for you because we're going to get going. Here's a cake tin Christmas ornament for $2, which I've never seen. Ornament that we showed you earlier. And this goes for off this tree behind us for $4. A very unique, one-of-a-kind reindeer Christmas ornament. All right. And let's see what's back here. Oh, this is the football ornament for $2. If you've got a football fan on your list for $2. There you go. And let's see, what else here? This goes for $4. These are ice skating. It's an ice skating ornament for $4. Very unique. And all this is right behind us here on this big tree that stays up year round. So that's going to do it. Big thank you. Let's wrap it up with the verse today. We always dedicate our show to the man who hung on the cross. Thanks again, Pastor Fowler, stopping by, talking a little sports, talking a little Jesus. And also we thank also our buddies, Greg Salyer, Mr. Baseball, came by. And also we thank our buddy Alvin Sanders. They've been on for a while. Appreciate him being on the show. So let's wrap it up here with the verse of the day. And it goes like this. So get down to today's verse. It is Psalms 86, 5, 6, and 7 says, "You are forgiving and good, O Lord, abounding in love to all who call to you." Whew. "Hear my prayer, O Lord, listen to my cry for mercy." In the verse 7, "In the day of my trouble, I will call to you, for you will answer me." How about that? That's awesome. That's Psalms 86, 5, 6, and 7. "You are forgiving and good, O Lord, abounding in love to all who call to you. Hear my prayer, O Lord. Listen to my cry for mercy." And verse 7, listen to this one. "In the day of my trouble, I will call to you, for you will answer me." Whew. Love it. Thank you, Lord Jesus, for loving us so much that you hear our cries for mercy and to not only hear our prayers, but to answer them too. Good way to end it. Psalms 86, verses 5, 6, and 7. Back tomorrow, show number 2406. On the road tomorrow at Food City in Gray. Going to be joined there by Jeff Birchfield tomorrow. Also got some other folks lined up and ready to go. Birchfield will be along talking a little NASCAR tomorrow from Food City in Gray. We'll see you then. Thanks for watching show number 2405 today from the Duck Crossing Antique Store in downtown Elizabeth, right here on the main drag. Can't miss it. And so it's got the white picket fence out in front of it. You know you're at the Duck Crossing. Again, thanks to Misty and Sarah also being on the show. Till we join you tomorrow at 11 o'clock from Food City in Gray. We'll say, as always, bloom where you planted and win or lose, be a good sport. Thanks for watching show number 2405 today from the Duck Crossing Antique Store in downtown Elizabeth.